That's fucking rough. We're gonna just try not to use multi. Also, you could take the frame and move it to the back so it just disappears behind the background.
I think it's all one.
No, it's one. It's no.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we live?
Hi.
We did
Welcome.
Hi
Megan.
again? Question mark? That was weird.
Yeah.
We vanquished the tech goblins, I guess.
Allegedly.
We are.
Allegedly.
We're fighting the good fight, trying our best, and we're hoping to have a good time. Oh, hi, John Harper. How you doing?
Oh, hi.
Games are
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Well, hello there.
So we are here for episode 2 of Blades of Valarith. We left off in mid-score. They infiltrated the alchemist lab of the cult, made some mess, fought some things, a ghost, and these nameless servitors of the Baron Colvarax. One of them was there as well. And then they had made enough ruckus that they started hearing voices bubbling up from the grate of the secret trapdoor they found underneath the large cauldron. Dr. Baines had the lovely idea of, well, we can just drown powder them when they come up. So I think Baines had given one to Alistair, and so Sam and Nunu's characters were just ready to do that.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Yes, we
It'll
were.
be fine. We didn't roll for that last time.
We did not.
No.
I believe that's where we're picking up, ish.
Yes. Excited. But before we get into that, let's do a brief round and say who we are, beginning with our illustrious guest. Kick us off.
Oh, hi, I'm Mo. My pronouns are they, them, she, her interchangeably. You can find me on all the socials at Sabrina Bezos. And I'm playing Shangmina, the Hound.
The hound.
And Ximena was not here last session, so they'll be coming in at an opportune moment, which will be fun. And let's kick it up from there to Sam.
Oh, hi. I am Sam. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing the leech, Dr. Wilmot Baines, who also uses they, them pronouns. And I think next is Nunu.
Is it me? Nice.
Robert.
We're going
Believe
in a
it's
U.
me.
Oh, that's right.
So-
Robert.
Yes. Hello. Hi. I'm Robert. I use he, him pronouns. I shall be playing Zonder, who uses he, him, and really any pronouns. The cutter. Right. I forgot my thing. The cutter. The
Cutter.
cutter. The cutter. Yeah. And you know what? Because we really wanted to give it to Nunu, I'm going to pass this on to Nunu now.
Okay, sure. Why not? That makes total sense. I am Nunu, he, him pronouns, and I am playing Alistair, the Lurk. And yeah, today I'm excited to see what we get up to here in this weird crew. Anyway, he, him pronouns for Alistair as well, by the way. And Megan, why don't you go?
Hello, I'm Megan. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Cadence Cameo, the Whisper, who also uses she, her pronouns. Here to do some big magic.
Hey!
Yeah. Megan, I hope we see some big magic today.
You gotta put me in a situation where big magic is necessary.
Oh.
That is a challenge.
Yes.
I want to use big magic.
So glad you
Oh
said
no.
that.
Oh, no.
I'm ready for big magic.
It doesn't change any of my plans, it just justifies them.
I don't like the sound of this.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And who are you?
And hi, I'm Nat. I'm the I call myself the guide because I'm so used to running quests for this crew. But I'm gonna be facilitating the game, having a good time. I use they, he pronouns, and I play everyone else in the game, roughly.
Aw.
So we are currently frozen in time with these bustling sounds coming up from below. And there was just a few scant moments in the frantic situation. Voices approaching, lights gleaming out before everything went wrong.
What went wrong? I feel like everything's
Everything's
going
fine.
great. It's fine.
Really?
Have
Sure.
a narrator voice, like when the freeze frame's like, this is where everything went wrong.
Wrong. I'm sure you're wondering how
Yeah.
how we got into this situation. So you see.
You hear feet tunk, 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 going up a metal ladder type object, but a little more rattly so that you can hear it coming. Tunk, 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 tunk. You hear a latch get undone on the grate underneath. They're carrying some sort of light source. Light glittering between the grate, and you start to see this great, get pulled up, horrible screeching of metal, and I'm going to reveal an individual. Now, on Multiverse, they're just standing there, but obviously they're like down the ladder.
Sure. Yeah.
I will
and
suspend
they
my
look-
disbelief.
They look up at Dr. Baines and Alistair, and they're holding. What do the drown powder vials look like? Because they're meant to like throw and break, right? That's the theory.
These ones, I think, yeah. So these are like really simple, like cheap ass test tube sort of things with like little stoppers in it of like very thin glass so that they're easy to shatter. Like, you know, Baines gets the stuff at like, you know, Valarith's Costco. You go through it real quick.
Where Baines is a member.
Yeah, absolutely. The Apothecary Co.
Baines definitely has a
Apotheco.
Costco apothecary membership. Okay, so as ran over last time, drown powder is a where did that go?
Was it drown? I think it was it I think I was trying to do a different one. I was trying to like sedate them or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was called.
That rings.
Was
a
Oh, it
bell.
was trance powder. That's what it was. It
or
wasn't
the
drown powder. It
trance
was trance
yeah.
powder. There we go.
Trance
There we go. Yeah. So trance powder, blue powder, beautiful, dangerous. So that has a bunch of stuff we went over last time. Oh, it's tier 1, and this is a higher tier group you're going against. So it's going to have that base limited effect. The situation is also desperate. You've already made a bunch of mess. The chances of exposure and people finding you out are high, and there are multiple members of the cult under there. Even if you deal with this one, other repercussions could happen quite easily. So you are at base desperate limited, which is a great place to live in Blades in the Dark.
I like it.
I think I had decided to take a devil's bargain for the role. Did we talk about that, or because we had talked
didn't-
about it at least?
I don't
If
think
memory
we had
serves.
adjudicated a devil's bargain yet.
I was
Okay.
Helping, right? So that was the
Yeah,
extra.
and
Yeah.
Alistair is helping.
Alistair is another one because that's an assist. So Alistair spent 1 stress, which we did do last time,
Yes.
to add an extra die. And then, would you
Right.
like a devil's bargain?
Perhaps I get to find out what the bargain is first, correct?
Yeah, of course.
But I mean,
And,
also
and
probably.
the beautiful thing about devil's bargains is anyone in the cast can suggest one.
Ooh,
It doesn't have to be me.
that's neat.
I just have to agree with it.
Ooh. What
Well, if
could it
anyone has a
be?
suggestion.
Devil's bargain for you transpowdering this guy, right? This person.
Could,
I mean, so keep in mind, Transpowder already has a level 1 woozy harm drawback, which you can resist, but will by
Right.
default be there. You could Devil's Bargain just to up that. You know, maybe whether or not you get them, you get a really big whiff of it and start to go. So that could be representing of a higher level harm.
Maybe. I do already have harm 1 lungful of acrid smoke. How would that affect my character mechanically then? Just so I'm aware before I,
So-
say yes.
you have 2 slots of level 1 harm, 2 slots level 2 harm, and 1 slot level 3 harm.
Okay.
If your slots are full, it goes to the next size. If you would take level 4 harm, you die.
Okay. Okay, cool. So this would just be taking an additional level of harm.
Yeah. There are also some drawbacks that are supposed to affect like your position and effect in dice if
Okay.
the harm applies to what you're doing, but I tend
Right.
to forget to do those.
All right, I can try
Honestly.
to remember at least. I think that honestly sounds pretty reasonable. And if this actually works, so we can, because I believe my hope was to sort of sedate them so we can pick them clean and see if anybody's carrying the book we're looking for. So yeah, I'll go with it. I'll take the additional wooziness or whatever it ends up being labeled.
Extra woozy.
Extra woozy. Like I,
Right.
Sam, am no stranger. So it's cool.
The enemy has a sword now.
What?
Oh,
no!
Fuck.
Wait
All
a
right,
second.
So So I'm gonna say that for this to be a proper devil's bargain in this scenario harm, I'm gonna say that will add 2 levels to harm. So it's gonna be 3rd level harm. Let's see. Passing out, like the act of passing out. But you can resist that down to 2 because one is
Okay.
from you can't resist the devil's bargain harm, but you can resist the other harm.
Gotcha.
Well, bundling
I
together.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll try to resist.
Now, do you want to use that to have better effect? So right now your effect is limited. So you got to bump it up to standard if you want to reasonably have a chance of success.
Yeah, I'll do that. That seems like a good use.
Sounds grand. So how many dice does that put you at?
I have no idea.
Fantastic.
Let me double check. So for this, am I rolling?
So
I don't know how I guess rolls
I think
work in
the idea
terms
was
of
to
using
wreck
was wrecking. Okay.
wreck at it.
Okay. So I've got 1 dot in wreck, and then Alistair is assisting for like another boost, right?
One more die. And
Okay.
then your devil's bargain can either give you another die or bump the effect up.
For it to be like actually effective in this particular case.
Yeah. Now, limited effect, it would still have some effect, but then someone else would probably have to follow up to finish it. So they'd be like stunned, and then someone would have to kick them in the head or something like that.
Okay. You know what? Stunning them actually seems pretty sufficient. I think in terms of like an effect, because we're just sort of trying to slow people down right
great.
now. So then that means I
3 dice.
can take the extra die. Okay.
Roll damn dice.
All right, and it's just the highest die, right?
Yeah, unless you get multiple 6s.
Okay, well I rolled a 6.
Hype.
Nice.
All right. So you crash that vial down. Alistair does as well.
Oh, bomb.
Yeah. It coats this underground passageway in this thin blue powder in the air. You get a bit of a lungful of it. Do you want to resist that from 3rd level harm down to 2nd level harm?
I would like to try to resist that, yes.
All
And
right.
that's a
So
roll,
you
right?
you automatically succeed at resisting. It's
Okay.
just about how much stress you take along the way.
Oh, okay.
This is probably prowess or resolve resist.
Prowess resolve. Okay.
Prowess
let me
or
take a
resolve,
look.
either one.
Prowess or resolve.
Your prowess is higher, so go for that one.
Yeah, I will do that.
So
Another 6.
Hey.
okay. So
Thank
don't
you,
take any stress.
AJ, because this was an AJ die.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay, so how much stress was that? I'm sorry.
You rolled a 6. So you don't take any stress.
So
You get
none.
6
Okay, I
minus
thought I
whatever you
was
roll.
reducing the stress. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. And now it's a
You
level
just-
2 harm, just
Extra woozy.
extra woozy.
And then it explodes. Alistair and Co cover their eyes. Their lantern drops, clatters, and you hear coughing. And they so they're not like fully tranced, but I think they lose their grip on the ladder for limited effect and fall down. The grate is open, but you can't see super well because of the trance powder. It's not going to stay in the air too long. You know, it's not. It's only a tier 1 drug, but that's the situation you're in. You hear a little bit of worried kerfuffling in the distance, echoing down the passageway below you. Something just happened. People are worried, concerned.
Oh, no.
What do you do? This would be a wonderful time to remind you that there are mechanics for abandoning a score, but I'm not going to actually suggest that. Just going to mention they're there.
We
Just
haven't
FYI,
gotten the
they
book
do
yet.
exist if need be. But like,
No, we need to go get this book.
You were given quite a bit of coin to retrieve this book.
True.
We're gonna get it.
Right, we got like half up front and then
Oh,
half
yeah.
upon delivery, correct?
Yeah.
We're just massive douchebags to the guy as well.
Yeah, we were huge assholes.
Yeah, the dude
Well,
was
he had-
like, he'd taken
he
his
had no
life
idea what he was
savings to
doing.
try to make a difference.
The worst.
Yeah, that's why you got paid like 8 coin.
I
Gives you
love it.
10 coin.
Professionals.
So does it sound like it's a corridor full of people down there, or
You hear. Why don't you make me like a survey or study? So, some sort of roll to like make sense of the cacophony of noise that's coming up.
Yeah.
Or someone else could. That's always
Or
allowed.
someone else could pay attention to what's happening.
I've got a 1 in study.
I've got a 1 in study as well, but that's it.
I think my study is good. I'm over here hiding behind a desk right now because self-preservation. I have a 1 in study is all I've got.
Everyone. Okay, then might as well just be
Everyone
me.
got a
rolling.
one.
I mean,
Instead.
I have a bunch of study, but I feel like I just did a bunch of stuff.
Wait.
So.
Well, if you've got
Wait.
Oh, I only have a 1 actually looking at
Oh.
it. I thought I had 2, so never mind.
Okay. I was gonna try something because I thought it was like
we need to make a study group.
one of my abilities mentioned superhuman feat, so I thought I could use that, but it's just athletical. I don't think opening up your ears, ears is it athletic, unless Nat.
You know what? I think I'll allow it, but it's still a study or survey roll.
Sure, but it means I have 2 study now if I push myself and perform.
Yeah.
Okay. Sort of addition. Oh, it's an additional benefit. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I use my
Push yourself
3
anyway.
command to command Alistair to be really good at this?
Not quite the vibe. You could assist with encouraging words.
That
It all
gives
costs
me
stress, though. It all costs
I'm
stress.
good. I took a lot of stress last time.
So, Alistair, just to check in, how much stress do you have after pushing yourself for 2 more?
It's 2 more, then I have 5 stress.
Powerful.
Best friends
that for
forever.
you. All right.
Okay. Okay, no one's helping.
So
then
that's
it's just a 2 study.
that's gonna give you great effect. So roll me 2.
Okay, let's go. Boom. That is a 4.
4. All right. So you can make out that there are 3 distinct noises going down there. It's 3 distinct individuals.
Mm-hmm.
However, the one of them, where you recognize the voice of Vernestra, is doing a long form chant, a type of magic to call to the other side. That's your
How big would
complication
you
because
say
you rolled a
this-
mixed
how-
success.
Yep.
How big would you say this magic sounds on a scale of small magic to big magic? Medium magic?
I will also say, because you push yourself a great effect, you can tell that that particular part is echoing from farther down, deeper in. But it sounds pretty big, magic.
I bet my magic's bigger.
I don't know.
We're gonna get into a magic measurement contest.
Look, I'm so down for you to go down there and just start throwing down magic fight. You also hear this Lou with the sword, who's like, fallen over, is starting to recover.
No.
No.
Oh my,
Get it back
the
down
blue
there.
just ran away.
Oh yeah, just.
Where'd the fire go?
They fell over and the fire went out.
Oh.
Basic stop, drop, and roll.
I mean,
Would you say?
where's the lie?
Yeah.
Ah! Now I look like I'm on fire.
You're not on fire. Don't worry. Everything's fine.
Ah!
Yeah, that's that. Telling somebody that everything is fine and that they are not on fire makes them not on fire.
Yeah.
That's
It's
how
works.
fire works.
Yeah, exactly how it works.
There we go.
Fire is all
That's-
in your mind.
Nat, since you very
It's mind over matter.
politely rotated this character for their head to be right next to Alistair's feet, would you say it would be an act of finesse to just knock them out?
So they're down at the bottom of the ladder. So you could dive down there and very astutely plant your foot on their neck or head or some sort.
Alternatively, what's in these bubbling cauldrons, Nat?
It's purple. It's acrid. Probably doesn't gonna be. It's probably not gonna be nice to someone if they just get a face full of that.
sounds like we're just gonna drop these cauldrons down the hatch, doesn't it?
Wait, is that going to impede our descent into the hatch?
Well, you're not entirely sure what's in the cauldron,
Yeah.
so depends on how you roll.
Cool.
Something accurate.
Yeah. It sounds
Something
great.
accurate this way comes.
But liquid. It's fine. I don't know. If anyone has better ideas, please. Now is the time, because this doesn't sound very
I mean,
smart.
I like the dive down and plant foot in neck or cauldron plan. They both seem fun.
My original plan was to dive down, but you know, I'm leaving this up to Alistair now.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know. You seem like a good decision maker.
All right.
You just have this air. It's the mustache. You just have
It
this air of
must be
confidence about
the
yourself.
mustache, yeah. I don't think that's accurate at all. I don't think this mustache like inspires any confidence. That's a lie. Anyway,
That's your
Come on,
opinion.
who's doing something ill-advised?
Yeah, let's go.
I jumped down.
I mean,
Very finessely
yeah.
jumped down.
Oh, do you?
All right.
yeah. Say I also wanted to go down. I want to
Okay,
jump
so
down.
you're jumping down, and there's still some of this
thought
trance
there's
powder in the
fire
air,
there.
so it's like
I don't
hold
like that.
breath. So I would call that that as a desperate scenario. But I think the amount they've been off kilter, they're lying down, they're woozy. I think your potential to affect them is great.
Gotcha.
So it's desperate great at base.
Ooh, desperate great.
I love desperate great rolls. They're the best ones. It's
Yeah.
all or nothing kind of shit.
Okay. So it sounds
Oh,
like
so given I will mention that given the length of our game, you know, only have 3 total sessions for this, we're not really engaging with the EXP mechanic so much. But normally in a Blades of Dark game, anytime you roll a desperate action, you get to mark an EXP.
Oh, gotcha. That does sound like a valuable thing. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna probably, unless there's a devil's bargain to be offered, I think I'm just gonna roll it straight.
Well, Nathaniel,
Oh, no.
would I be allowed to leap in behind my friend and assist them?
Okay.
And trying to make sure that they hit the mark.
You can definitely assist. How is you leaping alongside them going to help, though? Spin this to me.
Well, okay, so you know, I mean, Zonder is great assassin, can hit mark perfectly, has taught so many assassins before. Zonder will make sure that Alistair hits the mark perfectly by guiding his foot.
It's like lean down to
Is
move
this like
foot.
a ghost scenario? Like, are you?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like that is my alias.
Unchained
So, yes.
melody plays in the distance.
I mean, like, go ahead, mark a stress, add a die, Alistair. This is nice and gay.
Okay, so I'll just open my character sheet real fast and say that. Oh, let me just mark this down. And we agreed on finesse, right?
Oh yeah, finesse
Yeah.
is grand.
Okay.
It could be a lot of things. It could be prowess, it could be finesse, it could be wreck.
Now, when I get down there, I'm just
Nice.
like, what are you doing?
Taking care of this person. Anyway,
like-
that's 3d6. I'm gonna roll now. Let's see. Wish me luck. Boom.
Yeah.
Good luck.
On show me multiverse.
Do it. Do what you won't.
Now that
I
I want to do
believe in
it.
you.
Oh no! I unpossessed my character. Wait. There we go. I can do it.
Yeah,
Aha.
bam.
There's a 6.
4, 2, 6.
Ah.
All right.
Got him.
So, you and Zonder both dive down the grate, plant foot solidly against Lou's neck. There's a little crack, and this sword clatters out of his hand. You manage to hold your breath through the cloud of trance powder, and in doing the action, actually manage to disperse it enough that it is no longer. Well, that's fantastic.
enough for person.
Enough that it's dispersed enough that it actually is no longer going to impede anyone.
Good.
They stop moving, and in fact, your assassin training tells you that they're dead.
Good job. They are dead.
I'm gonna gingerly
Thank you.
climb down the ladder.
Of course you are.
Just like land at the bottom, be like, oh, good job. Just like step over body. It's like, Ugh.
Alistair just looks in Zonder's direction, is like, ugh, shakes his head. This one again.
Just like gingerly pull up skirt, just step over body. Okay.
Everyone can travel through the Great Portal because it is quiet enough.
It is great.
Let's see if I handled
fantastic
the
portal.
light effects correctly.
There's a grate.
That's
Hey,
great.
A great.
Why did the person come? You know, it's kind of perfect, but I'm controlling them. So
They should be down here, Nat.
Bane's like tripped over the body on the way down, just knocked it
Absolutely
down
not.
the tunnel. They're not super graceful.
No. You're still holding your little Costco vial.
Yeah, it was hard to hold the vial and the cane at the same time going down the ladder, let me tell you.
That's fair.
traveling through this subterranean passage for a bit, you find yourself moving into paneled walls and floors and nice appointments. This is something akin to a mansion down here.
Ooh.
Interesting. And do we still
Because
hear?
that's the map I had.
do we still hear like chanting?
You do, but it oddly doesn't sound louder.
Ah.
Can we tell what direction it's coming in?
Well, there is a forward direction. It's definitely emanating from there.
Well, I would like to go towards that.
Yeah. So, can y'all see anything beyond your little light bubbles?
We
No.
can. It's obscure.
Only
Oh,
as
yeah.
we like move
As we go.
forward, though it
All right.
clears.
If you wanna-
It's like a moving spotlight.
If you want to make it full obscurity, just go. Oh, I can do it for you. Wait, no, don't wait.
No.
No? Yes? No?
There. How about that?
I don't know, I saw it for a second.
Oh,
Aha, your
because,
secrets are revealed.
it's because we
It's
have.
because Nunu had. It's because Nunu has vision because he's helping run tech. So that's kind of nice that Nunu be a good player and don't use your player knowledge, and the camera for the audience can see a little more.
Yes.
I
I
like
mean,
it.
the only one that brings light out is. Oh no, it's just okay. Never mind. I got
Yeah,
it.
No,
I
anyone,
am the light.
yeah.
Follow me. Here I go.
I
Apparently,
am the light. No, everyone can have. Yeah.
The light.
you are the light, the way.
I do think Baines
Yep.
is making sure actually to follow last kind of slowly. Like y'all can go
Yeah, we're
ahead
just-
of me.
all right. This is.
I'm over
it's
here
only one way to
woozy.
go.
Extra woozy.
We're just
Hold.
walking. Yeah, we're just
Hold.
hold, holding.
Cadence, as you.
Oh,
Oh no, there's a
Jesus.
bookshelf moving. That was not
Haunted
that was
bookshelf!
more-
Ah!
It's Control Z.
It's just
Knew
moving
it.
out.
Yeah.
As you move
Sure
into this
said.
grand library component area, you hear two different voices emanate out,
Do I?
dry and raspy and familiar.
Infamous.
Trespass.
Uh-oh.
Oh
This
God.
is my good friend Steve. No problem.
A sacre bleu.
This guy again.
So
Wait,
they,
what
so these two nameless are, amble out of the darkness, clad in armor, skin purpled and dark. And as I said before, once they speak, they've already decided you're guilty.
Question. So the nameless, they are like ghosts in bodies, yes? Or ghosts
They're-
in suits of armor, yes?
Ghosts, there's something like that.
Like
Something
If
more
I-
horrific.
like if I wanted
What do
to use
you think?
compel, like if I wanted to use compel, is that something I could do to these things? Where it says you can attune to the ghost field to force a nearby ghost to appear and obey a command you give it. And I'm not supernaturally terrified by ghosts that I summon or compel.
Yeah, that feels appropriate.
Cool.
So you can, but given that there's something slightly off the path there, I think this is some of the things that I'm going to ask you to roll for.
Meh. Oh, that's fine. Actually, that's an attune roll, right? I would assume.
Yeah,
It's fine. I got that. I got that. I got attune. I can do
I
that.
believe in you.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna tune the crap out of these ghosts. That's a 5. I got a 5, a 3, and a 2.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I agree. It's the second best
magic.
thing I could have rolled.
So as you're compelling these nameless, that's a mixed success. I didn't really give you a position effect, but I feel like it risky standard is pretty solid there. What does that look like? What do you say?
Well, that's a question. I think Cadence just kind of like goes quiet for a second and then like closes her eyes and is just like, you do not want to bother us. And try to get them to just like be on their way to go elsewhere.
One of them walks forward a few steps. You can see inside the grated visor. You can see yellowed eyes, like the whites of the eyes. For now.
Bye.
And the two of them just shamble away.
Thought you were going to say, and then the other one knocks you over the head.
I mean,
They
wouldn't be
are
surprised.
still about the library, but they are leaving you alone for now.
huzzah! Great success. Final Fantasy Victory music plays. Dun, 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 dun.
This was good job.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yes. Perhaps we should be slightly more careful going forward.
That would be wise.
Okay, let me take lead then. And Alistair's going to try and be slightly more stealthy about this approach, because this sounds dangerous.
So you can hear this chanting. It's rising.
Don't like the sound of that.
Definitely.
You traverse forward in the library. If you want to do it quietly, are you going forward by yourself, or are you leading the whole group in a prowl? Because group things and individual things are different.
I think I have to lead the whole group, otherwise they'll just bang all the pots and pans in the library. So
Why are there pots and pans in this library?
I asked myself the same thing.
Kind of.
All right.
So yeah.
So with a group check, how it works is everybody rolls whatever they got in prowl. It's got to be the same stat. And then you get the best result throughout the whole kit. But for every single person who rolls a 3 or less, Alistair takes 1 stress.
That doesn't sound doesn't sound very
I'm
smart.
all about this.
Oh, yeah, but
no,
you do get to roll
that
like
seems fine to
a
me.
whole slew of dice
That's true,
to
but-
succeed. So group rolls almost always succeed, but hurt some.
Remind me what
I
happens
get-
when you get to the full stress bar now?
You win.
Fill up 9 stress, you
You
become
win. You win the
traumatized.
game.
And you get a trauma, and you get removed from the scene. Technically from the session, but that might not happen quite.
Okay. I see. Well, then please don't roll.
Oh, also, it's worth noting that when you get 4 traumas in a game, which won't happen because we don't have enough time to hurt you that much, your
Challenge
character
accepted.
has to retire or die.
Okay.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, I was like, you sure? 'Cause I'm pretty close to
can
the
do it.
first one.
Big magic.
All right.
I see that
and
clock.
Why is your clock 2-6?
Magic.
What's happening?
Don't worry about it. Big magic, baby.
Megan.
And why don't we take this opportunity? It's a little early, but why don't we pop to break?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which
Yeah.
case, take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, go, stretch, drink some water, and we'll be right back.
Come back and everyone will roll prowl.
Yeah.
All right. See you soon.
Yo, Joe.
Who's Joe?
What?
Who's Joe?
Yeah, did I miss something?
Don't worry about it. Welcome back to
Wait a
Blades of
second.
Valarith, episode 2, part where Alistair leads a group prowl roll. So I need everyone except Shemena to roll their prowl stat as they creep through this spooky library with the chanting and the things, and they're looking for the Book of Zix.
Sounds like a bad decision.
And
Ooh.
so we have a 6.
Ooh.
And okay, so Megan
Two
got a
sixes
3.
3.
So I was watching. I think that's only 1 to 3. So your result is a 6, and Alistair marks 1 stress. You creep through the library, as of yet undetected.
That as of yet's doing a lot of heavy lifting, isn't it?
Yep.
You creep forward and approach a book. Standing over the book is a figure,
Uh-oh.
a familiar figure. Shemena.
It took y'all long enough.
What are you doing here? Wasn't supposed.
Ah, you're good.
Okay. So
But no, really, like, how'd you...
yeah.
I have my ways.
Oh,
Okay.
man, she does that all the time.
But that doesn't
agrees.
does not mean anything. I have my ways. It does not explain anything.
I got
Explains
it.
enough.
No,
The how doesn't
explains
matter. What
everything.
matters is that we're here. And the book's here. So we'll take the book and be on our way.
honestly, you are correct. All right, let us not dwell longer than we need to. And Alistair starts creeping towards what he assumes is the big bad book.
Big bad book. It's a
Is-
BBEB.
Go back
Is
a
it
few
standing right
times.
next to it, or is like where?
There we go.
I should probably like look at the stream so I can see where things are.
You were standing right next to it, but it's on a big ass wooden pedestal, and then is inside this grand glass case, and it's glowing. There's this eerie blue light.
Yeah, while I'm standing next to it, can I? Oh, I don't
Yes.
have any study, but I have a survey. Can I use a survey?
So survey is
So-
like kind of leaning back and adjudicating the whole area. So you could roll survey. You can always use all the skills. It's just
Yeah.
the effect would be lower.
Yeah, I think. Well, standing next to it, or at least how long she's been there. Who knows? She's probably
Who
even like
knows?
stud. She's
So
been
I
probably been
think
looking at it, yeah.
while
She's
you've
been watching it for hours.
I think while you've been surveying the book,
Yeah,
you've
survey.
observed some subtle and disturbing piece of arcana about it.
Mhm.
Mo, what is that?
Oh, God, put me on the spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
welcome.
to
This
a Nat
happened.
game.
that's
Nat
how we
does
roll
that.
here.
This happens.
Yep.
Shit, hold on.
We really
We're
should have warned
often
her
forced
beforehand.
to make things up in this game of fantasy.
No. If you're really in a spot, you can turn down, and I'll probably have thought of something.
No. So you said what arcane thing I've noticed about it?
Yeah, it's something subtle and disturbing, like some sort of quirk of perception, or it has no shadow. It has a
kinda,
weird
like
smell.
flickers, like almost like like a flame like on a candle. So like it's obviously solid, like it's supposed to be solid, but it just looks like it has illusion of like flickering.
Yeah, but it always happens right around when you're blinking, so it's almost like you question the first few times if it was anything or if it's just your
Yeah.
eye.
Oh man, I hate it.
It's some big magic.
Yeah.
Can I?
Somebody
can
say
I-
big magic.
Big bad book.
So that's what you get for free. Now, do you
Yes.
want to roll for more?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so given that you were narratively taking a lot of time to do this, I'm going to give you an extra die, which there's no
yeah.
mechanic for. You just get it.
The one dice.
Do you want to push yourself? Devil's bargain. Get help.
You know what? I'll push myself because I don't have stress yet. So I want to.
Yeah,
I want
you
to
gotta
catch up
catch
with
up.
the team. Yeah.
We all know who the favorite is getting free dice.
It's me. I'm the guest.
You got payback for sitting out half the session, is what it was. Nat felt you take your pity die.
Hey, pity
Terrible.
dice roll the same way regular dice do. There's no
Hey,
shame in
yeah,
pity
they
dice.
do.
All right, so I have nothing in study. So I get a free dice, and then push myself like another dice. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. So
Okay.
2.
All right.
I think your position is risky standard.
Okay. A 5 and a 6.
Nice. Full success. So
Hell yeah.
you learned something, not just you learned something useful. There is a magic upon this case. It's odd. You can see these runes upon it, and they relate to aspects of dreams and the bridges between thoughts and reality. And there is a ward upon it. If a dreamable creature touches the case, something will be brought here.
I think as Alistar starts getting closer, I think Shimena like puts a hand out as like a caution, and be like, "Don't touch it with your bare hands."
Good. And with little gloves, no?
I mean, I don't know if gloves will stop the magic, but
Oh, it's magic. Okay. And
Oh, yeah.
turns to Cadence. Think you can have a little look?
and Shimena will point out the runes and all that along the case.
They flicker at the edge of your vision.
Interesting. God, let me look at my character sheet and see what I've got going on. So thank you for the thank you. So looking at this, and like I'm looking at the runes and stuff, like, is there anything I can like look as a way to like dispel them, or can I tell like the origin, like what type of magic it is?
So you could study to learn more, but you've already learned a great deal. Magic,
Right.
Of this variety is deep. You could certainly attempt to dispel it, but the main way that a mortal engages with magic in Blades in the Dark is to attuning to it. So it's usually has an aspect of placing yourself along with it.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, right.
Let's do that. Sure. So do I just roll to attune to it?
Yeah, I'm thinking here.
Oh no, I don't like where this is going.
Your goal is to attune to it to then siphon the magic off elsewhere.
Yeah, like I want to I want to be able to take this book. So if that means
Well,
either
you can just open the case. Something will
Like,
happen, but you'll get the book.
Obviously something will happen. Like I want to try to make this magic go elsewhere so that we can open the case without issue and remove the book. Everyone is very alarmed right now. Looking at multiverse, everyone is very alarmed.
I wonder why.
All right,
It's fine. Don't worry.
This is at base going to start as a no. This
What?
is at base going to start as a desperate limited roll.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. What does that What does that mean?
So that means that there are high stakes, and if you succeed, the effect will only be partial. However, you can do things like push yourself or a devil's bargain to bring that effect level up. It's also generally a signal from the GM that this might be a bad idea. But
I've never been good at reading
wanna.
cues.
Yeah,
Because I'm a very bad
keep going.
improviser, so I can't read cues from people. Do you have a devil's bargain for me, Nat? Do you have something nifty? Hey, it's 3 sessions. I'm driving her like a stoler.
Yeah. I think you can get an extra die or extra effect. If we but you have to pour some of yourself into it. You have to tick our Cadence's life clock.
Oh boy.
But that's not even big magic.
Oh, this is big magic.
Just not your big magic.
It's not my big magic. Not all big magic is created equal.
No.
That's
That's my devil's bargain. Take it or leave it.
Increase the effect. Increase the effect.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna increase the effect.
And take the bargain.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna go over here and click that clock.
Oof.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's
Somewhere
fine. She's
in the
lived a long
distance,
life.
a bell tolls, long and low.
What a coincidence. So does that mean so if I'm using that to increase the effect, I don't get an extra die, right?
That is correct.
Okay, that's fine. I still have 3. Because my
Your
attunement's
effect is also still only standard, so that it will just be a normal success unless you critically succeed.
As Alistair kind of looks at Cadence's complexion as she steals herself, and like he knows this look, he's seen it before. You just see like a somberness take over him, just like and a small sigh leaves his lungs, and he steps forward and starts taking from his pocket a set of lock picks and a blade or two. You are going to try and remove the magic, yes? Okay, I shall try and nullify the runes as you do. And as Cadence is drawing the magic, Alistair's going to try and completely destroy the runes so the magic flows better and doesn't stick. So that's one stress for me.
Mark a stress. How much stress room you got left, boy?
I have
Don't worry about it.
2 stress until I trauma.
I get another. Is that me getting another die? Is that what's
That
happening?
is another die. Assisting is always a die. The other 2 can be applied for effect.
Okay, so that's 4. I have 4 dice. So let's see how this goes.
Megan, please.
I got 2 6s and 2 5s.
Oh,
That's a crit.
nice.
Have this girl roll some stats.
Nice.
Here we
All right,
go.
so that's a critical success, so that pushes the effect level to great, which is
Ha
gonna be fun.
Take the critical success
What?
after this celebration. Just take it away, Nat.
That's not how this happens.
Damn it.
Do I have to pay a fine for excessive celebration?
As you touch the glass case, the floor alights with this gleaming power as you feel this effect running off of you. What does Cadence look like in this scenario? Siphoning parts of her potential life to satisfy the magic. But it's never really satisfied, is it?
It's never satisfied. Never. So it's like everything else is bright. So like there's a bright light as well, just looking at what multiverse looks like right now.
Oh yeah.
So I think that there's like it erupts in this like bright light, but then so like with the bright light, like everybody is casting like a very big shadow. Because like there's all this light, so everybody has shadows, but like Cadence's shadow is kind of like wispy, and like parts of her shadow are just kind of like peeling off and like wisping off into wherever.
Love it. This magic runs through you, and you feel this presence of time regard you. This is something older than you, older than this building, older than this structure, older than the land, older than the mountains. And it holds you in its view, in its sight.
I don't like that.
And then, because you were so cool, you take this presence, which is regarding you, and it doesn't seem to like what it sees. But you push it along. You move it through and out you. And just on a really, I want you to hear this question on every level. Where do you send it?
Oh my god.
Because it has to go somewhere.
I am going to send it to what I am going to call the lair of dissatisfaction.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
What's up? Big magic, baby.
Made some choices, Megan.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes, I've made some choices.
So here for whatever this all means.
As
I don't know
you-
what's happening, but I like it.
You pull everything, all of this, and all the light pulls back around you, dimming and darkening. Oh, that bloom is really having a time right now. I intentionally rigged the bloom to be like pretty cool in this room, but that's a little too much bloom. And as this is happening, you see something appear for just a moment regarding not just you, but all of you. A presence.
Oh shit!
Well,
Thanks,
don't worry, this is
Megan.
just my father.
You're welcome.
Hello, bouncy demon.
We all make mistakes. This probably isn't Megan's fault. Yeah, you
Like
know what,
the
everyone? You're
hands.
right.
And then, just as quick as it appeared and regarded you, this grand creature enveloped in purple, tall as a small building, fades away.
That was new.
Oh, yes. Oh, I am also scared.
Was that something to do with the book, or?
I don't know. But, well, can I pick the book up?
Case is gone, in case you haven't noticed.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
The chanting, yeah, look at me, I'm sly. The chanting, which was purveying the space, gets stronger in force. Every syllable cracking against the air. And then that changes to an exasperation, a confusion. And then with a strong scream, it stops. Frustration.
I am going to assume that you had something to do with this. Cadence?
Well, I made the magic go away.
No. The scream is connected.
Oh, that? Perhaps.
Okay. In that case, I would recommend, as the expert infiltrator here to grab the book and run.
Well,
That sounds like
by all means, expert infiltrator.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like motion to the book.
Yeah. Whoop. Alistair walks up to the book and doesn't pick it up because it doesn't have a pickup button. Nat, please.
I will
Oh, it
stand in front of it.
Wait, it doesn't? It
this.
it says don't allow pickup, which will make you think you could pick it up.
Click and click again.
I did it. It works now. Go ahead. Pick up book.
I cannot. Someone else pick it.
No, you're
somebody
the
pick up-
expert infiltrator. Pick up
I
the
can't.
book, Nuno.
Physically cannot pick it. Please, someone
Pick it up.
Please
pick it
make
up.
Shemina pick it up at this point then.
Okay, let's try that. How do I pick something up as a GM?
You have to have the NPC controlled by you, and then
I
click. and
do.
pick, and then just click and pick.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can't pick it up either. It just says tome.
I
Same.
picked it up artificially. It's fine. Let's go.
Nuno's just doing
go.
it. He's doing it jank. We're doing it
We're
jank.
doing it,
All right,
Jack.
time to cheese it.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
now
on
I
the
can
buzz.
pick it up.
Oh, can you? Then
That's
pick it up.
weird. Wait, hold
Oh.
on. It just gave me the option and now it's gone. Was it only gonna let me pick it up while you were?
I got
supposed to
it. I got
carry
it.
Hey, got him.
Shermana has it. So as
Like,
you all
carry
run
it
out,
It was weird.
you all run out. Yeah.
Like this just I can't help but think of the community episode with the video
You
game.
pause. Don't go
They
to the
pick
portal.
up the weapons. Let's go.
Don't go to the portal. Above, you hear a voice call out. Someone made a mess in here. Seems they went through this they went through this trap door. Hidden. What's down there?
What?
Maybe that's where the book is.
Should we be
They
going
made
through the
this
portal?
book.
Yeah, we should go.
Quick. Hide. Because I assume the people are going down the portal. Nat or
We're down the
might.
grate, rather.
yeah, the grate. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, oops! I had Shermana go through the portal. Whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
She accidentally opened the book and just went into another dimension. That's fine.
She
Wouldn't be the first
she lives
time on
in
the channel.
she lives in the book now.
She is the book.
Love that journey for her.
Well, it's
Take
fun,
a
guys.
look. It's
Been great
in
playing
the
with y'all.
book.
The new page master.
So when Alistair says hide, does it? If we look around, does there actually seem to be any place to like conceal ourselves?
Not
Here we are.
particularly.
Alistair just goes and hides underneath this bench. Just flat on the bench.
Fantastic.
Zonder will sit on the bench.
That man, I'm gonna hide behind. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. I'm gonna hide behind this face.
Ridiculous. I love it.
We're doing a great job. I just want
like
to. I just want
face.
to know.
Just looks at everybody hiding really badly and is just like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Dignity is for other people.
Another voice joins the one you heard. It says, "Well, whatever it was, they took down a nameless, and there was a presence here. They're formidable. Do we want to mess with them? We didn't come loaded for that." And the other voice calls out, "We need the book. It's important." But you're right. We'll follow them. Keep a lookout. Can you hear the movings of two people disappear?
Alistair stands up. Okay, not to do bad. Now we need to keep an eye out because they might be following us, huh? But at least we can go. Again.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes,
Are y'all going the same way y'all came in?
yeah.
Unless you know another exit.
Yes. How did,
Do I
how
know
did you
another
get here?
exit?
did you
For
get
simplicity's sake, because I didn't rig one in the system, no.
Okay. No, that
Let's
sounds
get-
great.
Let's get back to what's his face and get our coin.
Okay.
Hickman.
Hippity Hicks, I think.
hip
hip.
hop.
So-
hippie. The hip hop.
Oh, no, don't stop.
What's
Oh
up,
God,
Rocky?
please.
Should we travel, Nat? Or
You could head on up into the alchemist lab.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Dun dun. And
Yeah, we're gonna keep leaving. Are we gonna go leaving?
Everyone kind of get together.
yeah.
But yeah, you get out there. The whole place is roughly in just as much tumult as you left it in.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Perfect. So going to Main Street.
Indeed.
Alrighty. Run
It's
out
like
of
it says
this.
it's just the other three are in the sewers.
Hey, there we go. Back in the streets. Blend with the crowd. Play it normal. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, let's just be casual. Let's be nonchalant.
Okay. Well, I don't think you can do this very well, but good luck.
There's
Well,
only so much nonchalance somebody who's over 6 feet tall can do.
Y'all did a good work here with and Shamina just looks at that carnage that they like stepping over the guy down at the bottom of the stairs and like
Yeah.
or the ladder.
They were the you were the scaffold. They were the hammer.
Should we go to the
Yeah, you can
hideout
head-
or should we
You can head along the market street to the hideout.
Hideout. Okay, cool.
go
Back to the hangs.
to hang out?
Hey.
Hey. Oh god, we're all in the ocean. Oh, there's little ghost boy.
Oh, little ghost boy.
Little ghost boy.
Little ghost boy.
Of course, I can't get out of the water now. I am stuck.
Uh-huh.
I have to turn off the region fence. I think.
I think
I can't
I
swim. Oh
nerds.
god, no.
All right, be
Nerds.
free. Be free. And this is a lovely time to declare this particular score officially over.
Aha!
Huzzah!
Woo!
Let's celebrate.
Why is it dark here?
There we go.
Because-
well,
yes.
we're not made of money now. We need to conserve energy.
Yeah.
Our electric bill is out of control.
Clouds, we're back where we belong.
Jeez, Nat.
All right.
Gotta go to
So
the big magic zone.
you did it. You got the book back. It's
did it.
important. So we can go. There's a whole procedure for the end of the score that we can start going through like half of, because some of it's like doesn't matter for a game that only has one session left.
Hey, all right, let's do that.
That's the
Right, so-
spirit.
This is the downtime, which is actually one of my favorite parts of Blades in the Dark. So the basic structure of downtime is to go through some crew, like the payoff and the heat and potential complications that arise from score to score, and then everyone gets 2 downtime activities, which they can spend on a slew of things. Hello, vibes, just
Chill vibes.
yeah. So at least one of which you could. Now, there's a bit of a tricky thing here, like when you decide to return the book properly, because theoretically you don't get paid until you give the book over. But a lot of times when you go and steal something pretty and weird, you want it.
I mean, I kind of want to look at the book.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's magic. I mean, is that against the rules? Right now,
Oh
it's
no,
my
not
book,
at all, not at all. Okay,
or
so
it's our
the
book.
payoff.
It's our book.
So once you get
I'll look at it.
a
Be honest.
In the big magic zone.
yeah. So
Yeah.
once you get paid off, you're gonna get your other 4 coins for your payoff. You also get rep equal to 2 plus 1 for each tier higher the target is.
5 coins, Nat.
Oh, right. You talked him up, right? Lord.
All that money.
So
All
much
that money.
money.
That we need.
But you get that once you hand over the book. And we'll have a little scene for that because that's how we like to play things here.
Scene?
Yeah.
What?
You also get rapid equal to 2 plus 1 for each higher the people are than you. And this is a tier 3, so you get 3 rep.
Is there somewhere for us to mark this, or
I've marked it on your crew sheet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what you would do to
Crew
advance your
sheet?
crew.
Gotcha.
However, I'm just kind of going through it on to be a service to Blades in the Dark, less because we're actually going to engage with it. Then,
Right.
similarly, you get heat based on how cool you keep it. Now, you don't normally you get extra heat because someone died, but you have the special magics that keep the magic Death Seeker crows from noticing when people die. So you don't get extra heat for that.
Aha.
But tell me, I'm going to read 4 descriptions. And I want you to tell me which of these you think best applies to this particular endeavor. Was this smooth and quiet? Was it contained, standard exposure? Was it loud and chaotic? Or was it wild and devastating exposure?
Contained works.
It's either one of the middle two, but I think I'm
Yeah.
more like
Yeah.
loud and chaotic, probably.
I'm on the edge
that
of loud
loud,
and
but-
chaotic.
Because like we
And
got
then you add-
found out. you
Yeah.
know,
And there was like drugs flying and someone leaped down off a stair and
we left a lot of trace behind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Sometimes you got to leap down off a stair, Nat. I mean, just come on.
I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying that it makes it a little chaotic and loud. Remember when Cadence called a thunderstorm?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I didn't remember
Oh,
that.
that's
Never mind. I
right,
take
yeah,
it
I
back. It's
did- yep,
definitely
I
the
did
third
do
one.
forgot
I-
about that.
I sure
remember
did do
that.
that.
That
That
did
is a thing
happen.
that I definitely did.
All right, so that's 4 heat
Oh.
at base. Then you get +1 for a high profile, well connected target. That's +1. +1 if it happened on hostile turf. This one a +1. And normally it'd be another 2 if you had for killing someone, but you don't have that one. So it's. And then there's another complication that arose that generated another heat. So it would be 9 heat, which would have normally granted you a wanted level, but it's just 8 instead. Sorry, it's
Oh,
just
well,
7
thank
instead.
gods. Thank gods
Yeah.
it's only 8. It's like nothing.
Yeah, I have
7.
no clue of what this means in terms of like numbers. So I'm gonna say it's fine. Yeah, sounds.
Heat is kind of like stress for your crew.
Ah,
It gets you in trouble with the law and such.
yeah.
The law.
I have 7 stress. We get 7 heat. I think it makes sense. It's fine.
It's our stars in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't worry. I know the cheat code to summon a tank.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Oh, in
perfect.
that case,
Exactly
fine.
what
Oh,
we
then
need.
it's fine.
Yeah.
fortified
Robert knows the
gondola.
cheat.
Yeah. Don't worry about
Robert
it.
knows
Nat,
the
check your
cheat code.
PayPal.
So now, for complications, I need somebody to volunteer to put the life of the crew in their hands.
Oh gosh.
I haven't
Oh.
done much. I'll let me do it.
Hey!
Hell yeah.
Do it!
Right.
there you go.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
You need to roll dice equal to your wanted level, which is currently 0. And when you roll 0 dice, what you have to roll is you roll 2 dice and take the lower one.
Okay. That's. Yep. Well. 2 and a 4. So 2.
Right. So this means that somebody close to your crew is interrogated about you or flipped to turn against you. One of your friends, Hawkfrost, the crew friend.
Joke's on you, I have no friends.
What a Valentine? Maybe Valentine's spilling secrets.
We're
I
just
kinda like that.
Just friends. We're just work acquaintances.
You know, I kind of like that though.
That's not nice.
It's not nice.
It's not nice.
Yeah. Sounds like. It's a-
Hawkfrost sounds like a flippin' snitch.
Oh, Hawkfrost
you-
is absolutely a snitch.
You know, is
You
also.
know what happens to snitches, Hawkfrost?
You know, is also a prick. I don't know.
Who? Yeah, he's also a fuck.
Alternatively, you can just interrogate one of y'all. You have to pay them off or just get beaten to a pulp.
I don't accept that second one as
How
a possibility.
About
That does sound fun.
Don't do that. Xander, please.
We have money. How much money are we talking to pay them off? Like, we just came into a
3 coin.
ton of money.
3.
Here's my question. What does beaten to a pulp mean?
Level 2 harm.
Yeah, like how?
I mean, sounds fun.
Of course, the two of you would be like, yeah, this is fine.
So the way this happens, by the way, is that you don't have like an RP out the scene and just like, and this is the outcome.
Yep.
You can resist that though. You can resist it with the resistance rolls.
Oh, there you go.
Also, if you get beaten up, it is assumed that you squeal and add 3 heat to the crew, unless you also resist that.
You know what? I really want to do it, Nat.
All right, fine.
Do you want help?
Help getting beaten up.
Oh, getting beaten up? Or I thought we're beating somebody up. Never mind.
No, you're getting beaten up.
I'm getting beaten up.
Oh, no.
So at some point in the next few days, because this downtime takes place over a longer period of time, Zonder, you just are walking down the street and suddenly there's like 5, 6 blue coats around you. One of them moves up to you and says, "So we need to hear something a little more about the Blades of Valarith. They made some bad friends."
Never heard of them.
You know it's one of the ones, and they smack you across the back of the legs with a baton, and the scene continues from there. Your options are to pay them off or level 2 harm and 3 heat. You can resist each of those separately. So if you like to resist the harm, describe how you don't get harmed.
Sure, why not? I'll resist the harm.
Right.
Zonder is built for taking punishment. He's trained a long time. He's quite battleborn, if you would call it anything.
What's that do?
Well, battleborn is technically an ability I have that lets me expend my special armor to reduce harm from an attack in combat, technically, or to push myself during a fight.
Well, given that you didn't use that in the score, I'd be willing to account that to reduce the harm.
Sure. Then yes. And yeah, because of that, Zonder is able to kind of like, as he's about to be hit, twist his body a little bit or move things so that the damage isn't nearly as bad.
Right. So you're able to slip away from them, but you're still going to give 3 heat to the crew unless you can think of some way to resist that complication. You could like scare them out of talking about it. Because this is like one of those things where you just like slip to the cops and they're kind of pissed about that.
Yes. With my ghost knife, suddenly slip behind one of them.
Ghost knife.
Ghost knife.
Little ghost knife.
And just ghost knife. Just press the blade up against their throat and just be like, "You should keep quiet. Otherwise, you might find yourself not so lucky next time when this blade meets your throat."
So as a whole gestalt, they like go to smack you and like twist and dive at the one talking, put a knife against his throat, and you're like, "Fucking don't."
Yes.
You stare him down for a moment, a heartbeat, a second one. And then he raises a hand and like, in the rest of them let off. Get out of here. You do have to roll resistance for that, though.
Yeah.
That sounded like a prowess resistance to me.
Sure. So that is roll max 2d6.
Yeah. Resist.
Beautiful.
Resist, Xander.
2 6.
Well, I believe that's called a critical, Nat.
So that means you actually restore 1 stress. You're like, walk away feeling like, I feel refreshed. I scared some blue coats. Fuck them.
Yeah, did it.
It looks so cool.
This is normal day for Zonder.
Xander walks back to the hideout. They are not going to believe this.
Gonna just be like, walk in, and nobody says anything, and Zonder goes, "Don't worry about it."
Everyone just shrugs again. Okay,
That
sure.
makes me worry more.
All right. So now we move into proper downtime activities.
Huh.
Now, a few to highlight here. You can take an activity to recover, which would have Sam rolling Physiker to make you less dead. You can also notably you can spend a coin for an extra downtime activity, which might matter here. You can trade money for time. You can also reduce your crew's heat because right now the crew is 7, and that's like a real number. Like once you hit 9 the first time, your crew is officially wanted.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I mean, isn't that the best thing to be?
Yeah, sure. You can reduce heat of the crew. You can recover. You can acquire an asset. Get something cool for a future score. You can indulge your vice, reduce your stress. That's the main way stress is reduced. Otherwise, you go into the next score with however much stress you have now. And then you can also train. And also and also not mention long-term projects, which are ones where a little less long-term in this scenario, but it's like do something else useful. Read a book.
What was the reduce stress one again?
Indulging in your vice.
Gotcha.
Which is, of course, what I will do. I have many stress.
I think
All right.
it is time for some investigatory ghost stories.
So at base, everyone has 2 downtime actions. You can spend coin or a group rep to which you have group has 4 for extra downtime activities. When you do these, we're just gonna go around and just like say really brief, wide description what your character gets up to accomplish that, and there might be a role attached.
Gotcha.
Does anyone feel like they can start?
I can't remember what my vice was.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
Did you? I think it's big magic.
It's
sure it's big magic?
I believe it's been
Big
big
magic
magic.
all the time.
Sorry. What I wrote down was weird magic.
Oh, weird magic.
Oh.
Weird magic. Yes.
But it was I think it was you like
size.
researching and diving straight forward more big magic. So, Robert, Zonder's ready for downtime actions. What you want to do?
It is easy. Zonder wants to go to the theater. Loves to watch a play. We'll go down, and honestly, recently Zonder heard that there might be ghosts that the theater troupe has begun to use in the show. So it sounds interesting.
All right, Alistair, do you want to devote a downtime action alongside that to indulge vice?
Yes, because Alistair has been tracking this old bard ghost that is supposed to have killed hundreds of people like 100 years ago, and apparently is now resurfaced because he's being used as a prop in a theater production. So he's going with Zonder.
Fantastic. So, a little bit about indulging your vice. You roll a number of dice equal to your lowest resistance roll. Usually it's 1 or 2. And you reduce how much stress equal to what you roll. However, if you go below 0, you overindulge. And you throw yourself into it and go missing until, for a bit. And some bad things can happen along the way.
I love that so much. That's amazing.
Yeah. So each of you roll your lowest resistance.
Let's see.
Unless that information changed your opinion of what you'd like to do.
No, we both have like 7 stress. I don't think we're gonna go past 0.
That is not correct. Zonder just lost the stress for being awesome.
That's true.
So what did y'all roll?
Zonder rolled a 1.
All right.
So it's equal to our lowest.
Yeah, and dice equal to your lowest resistance.
And because I have Iron Will, my resolve is 2. So my lowest is 2. Because otherwise it would be 1. Okay, cool. So it's just 2d6. Da-da-da.
And you take the highest roll.
Do this.
4.
There we go. 4. Not bad.
Plays can be long. Does Zonder want to indulge their vice again? Doing it multiple times is something you can do.
No, Zander has heard that this play actually is very special. This play has 2x that you have to pay separately for, so Zander go twice. Has to see second act. First act was amazing.
All right, roll me another die then. Don't roll 6.
Oh, because you rolled a 1 before I see. Okay.
Not with a 4.
Hey, that's exactly how much stress I had left.
Oh!
Yeah, look at you, min-maxing fuck.
Wait.
Wait a second.
All right. So that leads us neatly into Alistair. What does Alistair want to do for their second downtime action?
The second downtime action is actually going to be try and get a bit of heat out of the crew, because that sounds dangerous. Yeah.
All right. So I have a suggestion for how you go about this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody was watching you as you went back to your hideout after the last score because of the conversation you overheard. So you could do some sort of social skill to ask around, or some sort of prowl or survey thing to stake out and figure out what that is, try to get some heat off of you.
Sounds good. Yeah. I'm gonna just turn the, old saying, the hunter becomes the hunted, and try and find.
Yeah, I
whoever
actually was going to suggest, because I was interested in doing the same thing too, like helping get some heat done.
All right, so you could do it. Alistair just has lots of friends. Well, y'all have 7 heat, so reducing heat twice probably wouldn't suck.
It's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Can we overindulge in reducing heat?
Oh.
No.
Okay, no.
If you drop heat to 0, you just have 0 heat, and it's grand.
Oh, I was hoping that after you go to 0, we start doing some nice work, help out kids in the neighborhood.
So is it a case where we roll something here, Nat?
Yeah, you pick a skill and justify how you're using it to help.
Oh, gotcha. So I think I'm gonna throw this off to you, Mo, by saying that first, Alistair just goes around and sneakily prowls and finds whoever is raising their heat by just following them around and spreading the word that we're doing something that we're not supposed to do.
I will say, it kind of sounds like you're hunting them.
Does it?
Kind of does.
That's kind of my specialty, honestly.
Okay, then.
So, Jimena, why don't
flip
you
it around,
kick us
yeah.
off with some hunt?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I got 3 in hunt.
Go for it.
Okay, so on a 1 to 3, you reduce 1 heat. 4 to 5, you get 2. 6, you get 3. Crit, you get 5. And anytime you roll for downtime actions, you can spend a coin to up your success band level by 1.
Do you want to
Except stress.
Do you want to?
But that's after you roll.
Okay. So I roll the 3 dice then. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
Oh no.
Oh no, I don't like that.
A 2, 2, and a 3.
So you reduce your heat of your crew by 1.
I did. I don't know who I'm looking for. Therefore, I'm apparently really bad at finding whoever this is.
I was trying to paint it the other way around. Like, Alistair would find out and then tell you, and then you would hunt them. That's what I was going for before, right? I was going to roll prowl and then give you the information for you to hunt them.
No, this works out grand. No, so you find out who did it, who's after you, who was intrigued in you. You find out about a revolutionary named Alika Saidu, your rival for your crew. She has a bit of a crew going on, and you hear through a few channels and some good stakeout, figure out that she herself tailed you across the market back to your hideout. But knowing what you're up against helps a little bit, so you're able to reduce heat by 1 down to 6.
Share this with the group. Nunu, if Alistair wants to tag in.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how I'm thinking, but thinking of an ingenious way to put my high stats here. But
You should need to take Rook's Gambit. Let's use whatever stat you want, just with some bullshit.
oh, that's amazing. Yeah, what can I do? Let's see. I think
So you could learn information about the extents of her crew to try to use that against them to force them down, because they're your rival. Forcing them down will fundamentally reduce your heat.
and that would be
It's an option.
survey probably, right?
Yeah.
Which is not grand. If anyone else has like ideas, please jump in, right?
That could be survey. That could be hunt. It could even be. That'd be a really good consort roll.
Consort. Why are
Pulling
you
on the webs
choosing
of the spider.
only ones have 0 points in that? Literally, those 3 have 0. This is amazing. Let's see, can I just?
You can sit back and think for a bit.
Yeah, if someone else wants to go.
We know Cadence wants some big magic reading.
That's true.
I actually don't want to do big magic. Because my stress is, I only have 4 stress. So I was going to try to take some heat off of our crew.
Y'all, if the crew gets a bunch of heat, it just makes a better story. Quit worrying about it.
No, because I had a cool idea for once.
Okay.
And I want to use, because I have some connections, I want to try to like spread some rumors or like spread some misinformation about the real culprits behind whatever it was that happened. And just kind of be like, oh, I heard that like such and such people like did this, like that's weird, right? Because I can consort fairly well and with my colleagues at the Lyceum, and I can whisper to them and tell them things to try to take some heat off of us.
Sure, yeah. Give me some consort.
All right, I think I have 2 consort. Let me look at my character sheet. I have 2 consort. Okay.
Hype.
Oh no. Oh, that's not great. That's a 3 and a 2.
So you reduce heat by 1
Okay.
out of 5. And you muddy the waters a bit, but no one really wants to listen to you at the Lyceum anymore. Baby, you've been burned.
Yeah. It's almost exactly like I've been burned. It's almost exactly like that.
Almost.
Wonder how that happened.
Do you want to spend your other downtime looking at book?
Yes, I would love to spend my other downtime looking at book.
Fantastic.
Looking
That's a
at
study roll.
magic. Oh, I only have 1 study. Are you allowed to push yourself during downtime?
You also get help, but when you get assistance in downtime, it usually does, instead of getting stress, cost them their downtime action.
The only person I would ask for help looking at this would be Baines, and I would sooner die than ask them for help. I love you, Sam.
What about a devil's bargain?
What about a devil's bargain? I only got 3 slices of pizza left on my clock. You can't take any more of my slices.
I wasn't gonna offer a slice of pizza. No, I think you learn something that lodges part of itself in you.
Oh, I like that. That's spicy. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
And I'll figure out what exactly that is, depending on what you roll. That's an extra die.
Yeah, that's cool.
You don't do effect on downtime actions usually.
If I also want to push myself, is that 2 stress or 1 stress?
2 stress to push yourself.
Yeah, I'll do that too, because I just really want to know what this friggin' book is.
Damn.
Hit me.
All of the stress.
Oh, curiosity, something cat, something like.
Something.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I know, right?
Something
cat. And a 2. Oh God! A 5, a 2, and a 2.
Ooh.
A 5. So normally there'd be a clock for studying the book and learning things, but you're not gonna have time for that.
Fair.
So a 5 is a partial success. So as you're reading book, It details many things, but it focuses all around the knowledge of this creature, Zix. This creature stands both in one's mind but also in reality. It lives in that awakening space between conscious and asleep. It flickers at the edges of our perception. And Cadence, it's a kind of alluring.
That tracks.
You feel part of it in that mid space between awake and asleep. Just take up residence in an old, dusty, unused corner of your mind. The book's pages shift as you blink. It reveals a lot of information. You know that when you gather information using the book, it adds a die to your attempt and could allow you to attempt to learn information that otherwise would not be able to be ascertained, depending. You also know that the book itself has a vestige of that consciousness of Zix. That as you interact with it, it may come to want things of its own. Of you.
Well, I know a thing or two about scary things wanting things for me, so that's not outside my realm of understanding.
The book does not, in any obvious fashion, reveal information about Baron Colvarax.
Interesting.
So, Cadence has what I would describe as a dark passenger now.
Uh-oh. Your pie.
Totally
your
fine.
pizza pie is half eaten. You have a dark passenger. What's
This
next?
is fine.
What's next, Cadence?
No, it's fine. I guess we'll see. I haven't even done big magic yet.
Yeah, that's the issue here.
Well, we
Listen.
got one session and an hour left. Let's fucking go.
Listen, it's going to be fine. Cadence
I'm
has seen
creating
some
a
shit.
4-step clock.
Cadence has seen some shit. I'm just gonna say that much.
I'm gonna switch to
Her friend's power.
multiverse so people can see the new clock that we have. Her friend's power. I don't like this. Wait, is it full? Nat, please.
No, it's ticked once.
All right.
All right.
All right, Nat.
So that was a downtime action. And 2 downtime actions, because you also reduced heat a little bit.
I am ready to reduce more heat.
Alistair,
After
give it to me.
Ximena comes back with the names of the people that are coming after us, Alistair just puts on a warmer coat, takes some pieces of paper with him, starts writing along his way outside, and then just goes and tries to find them and places the most random misdirection notes in everyone's pockets as like bumps against them on the street. Oh, excuse me. And just reverse pickpockets them with very random notes about other crews and misinformation about our own crew, and just trying to throw a bit of chaos with a bit of finesse. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, so these individuals that Ximena has tracked down, you have Fernando the Fang, Cruz Beretta the Shield, Hakim the Voice, and Alika the Rise. Just so you might recognize them if they come up again later.
Alika the Rise. Hakim the Voice? I don't like this. Alika, get out of here.
They have a naming convention.
Yeah, look at them. Cool. Is that that's just
Yeah. What's going to use? Prowl? Finesse. Grand.
Yeah.
Grand.
Finesse.
5. So you reduce heat with a 5 by 2. Your heat's down to 3. I'm so proud of y'all.
All right, I'm done. Now I go to sleep.
So Shemena and Baines each have a downtime action remaining.
You have something you would like
Now
to do,
Alistair
Mo?
sleeps.
Not yet. You go ahead.
Okay. I think Baines is going to spend some time recovering because I've got 2 levels of harm. Right?
Yes, you had like a level 1 harm and a level 2 harm,
And
right?
a level 2, yeah.
Yeah. So so you have Physiker, I believe.
I do. So I do see that I can attempt to heal myself, but I take 2 stress. Or
Yeah, you're better healing
choose-
other people.
Yeah. But I mean, I wasn't too sure what to do for my second thing anyway, so then I would just do my second downtime would be indulge in my vice to try to reduce that stress. So
Nice.
I could
Alright,
just
so-
domino it.
Nice.
Okay. So give me a tinker roll.
Sure.
You get a +1 die from Physiker.
Okay. 5.
Okay. So normally you would take 2 segments of the 4-segment healing clock on your character sheet, which I'm not sure is on these online character sheets. Yeah, oh, it's healings there. Pew, 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 pew,
Yeah,
pew,
yeah.
pew, pew. It doesn't
Uh,
untick. How fascinating. It only goes one way. Doesn't
Huh.
go back.
Interesting.
Once you fill it, you'll click it again, it goes back around, so it's fine.
Gotcha.
However, because the short facet of this game, I'm going to add 1 tick, which means you can spend 1 coin or rep from the crew or yourself to fill your healing clock.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 of my own coin to just finish
Alright.
it off.
Medicines and stuff. So that'll reduce every harm by
Yeah.
1 level. So extra woozy goes under woozy and lungful of acrid smoke disappears.
Ooh.
Sweets. Okay.
Not so woozy anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just spend a lot of time sleeping.
And then you want to reduce
And
some
then they
stress?
like brewed something for the acrid. Yeah, I'll spend some time working on my, in my Bane's medical zone on some of my
The
weirder
BMZ.
alchemical compounds.
With your what? In your what?
The Bane's medical zone.
No, nope.
My
Nope.
Bane's medical zone.
Nope. The sign says Big Magic Zone.
I know
Does
you're
it?
talking about. Flip sign over. The other side says
The other
Bane's
side
medical zone.
Nice.
It's the gif of the duck hunting season, rabbit hunting season.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So you roll 1 die because your lowest resistance is a 1. And you reduce stress by whatever you roll.
Okay, I rolled 3, so if I only have 2 stress, I'm down to 0. Is that right? Or
Well, I'm looking at your sheet right now and you have 5 stress.
I don't think I was supposed to mark something. I must have done that by accident while I was clicking around because I don't remember getting stress from something else. Because I rolled I did a resistance for
Okay.
the other stuff, so I didn't
you
actually
thought you were
mark
at
the
2?
stress.
Well, you did resistance, but did you roll 6 on the resistance?
I don't remember. I think I
Because
did
you don't roll
actually.
6, you get some
Yeah.
stress. All
I
right.
rolled really well. I'm pretty sure. I will double check the VOD though, just to be sure.
Okay, cool. Well,
'Cause
so
it's
you
great we
get
have
2
that
stress,
record.
and then you remove 3 stress, which means you overindulge your vice.
Oh no. So what happens? I didn't get to read that far.
All right.
Through.
So either you attract trouble, and I throw a complication at you, or you get into some news gets around and the crew gets too heat,
Oh no.
or you
Like we just got
That'd
rid
be
of all the heat.
hilarious.
or somehow you lose access to your vice. You get cut off in some way. Traditionally, that would be like your purveyor saying, it's not for you. But that could happen in some other way for the way instruction. Or your character can go on a bender and disappear for weeks. Keep in mind, downtime represents passage of time, so that doesn't necessarily mean that you'd be gone significantly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you were gonna say something. What were you gonna say?
No. Also, if you go and disappear for a few weeks, you heal all your harm.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I'm torn between attract trouble because it's fucking fun, or lost because I think it's funny. Baines just fucks off for several weeks to like look for weird ass ingredients, doesn't tell anybody. I'm like, oh, I left a note and it's like attached to the Baines medical zone sign, so nobody saw it.
Like Cadence has been looking at this super cursed book and like didn't even notice that they were gone. So be like, you all share the same space. Where'd they go? What?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Was it my turn to watch them?
I'm like, I left a note. It was really obscure.
I feel like that'd be Cadence's. Like, did they leave a note?
In the hand of my skeleton. You know what? Yeah, just because I think that one's funny. Let's just go with Lost, where I like fuck off for a few weeks. Maybe like I needed to go because we've talked before about how my vices, my strange experiments. So maybe I couldn't get all of the ingredients I needed. Or also, I like fucked up.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you go off and get all your things together and do your shit and fuck off, and you heal your stress and your harm all the way. But Baines is gone for a while. And
I have like no idea that people were looking for us or anything. Like I don't know what anybody else did this whole time.
Like, hey, I'm back. Like, where you been? Okay, so pretty much everybody's getting their stress handled, healed up.
If you're at a loss what to do, you could just acquire something cool for the next score.
I think do we know what the next score is yet, or is it just
presumably there's one session left, and the guy said he was gonna have you try to kill the Baron.
So maybe I should take this time just to do like a little extra homework and like maybe just study and like or survey and like see about the Baron stuff.
I mean, you could, but like we do that information gathering when you're setting up the score.
I can save that for later.
My suggestion would be something like acquire asset, which lets you roll to get something cool.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a cool thing.
Nice.
Right. So what are you looking for? And then we'll roll to determine how good it is, what its tier is.
Oh god, what do we need? Do we know anything about the Baron other than
he is the big
stuff.
magic, sits at the top of the social hierarchy right now, runs this giant flying city like a war machine bent on imposing itself upon the world. Yeah. Not a good guy.
Maybe something like magical resistance amulets or like something to help like
Yeah, so like an anti-magic charm. I was expecting it to be some like big magic gun or something.
Nah, that's Cadence.
That's Cadence's job. Fair enough.
Big magic. Just trying to get some big magic.
Getting my big magic set up over here.
No, that's Lena with the gun.
All right, so yeah, some sort of anti-magic thing. It's probably just one, so probably just for you or someone to give it to.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a roll. For this, you roll your crew's tier. Your crew's tier is 2.
Okay. 2 dice then.
You can push yourself and shit like that. Still.
Why not?
Damn.
All right.
Let's go.
3 dice.
Look, I'm trying to catch up on stress. That's what I said, right?
Please.
He's like, please catch up.
Please.
A 4, and a 1.
All right, so that means you get the quality equal to your tier. That being said, you can spend a coin to each level you want to up your success band. So you could spend 1 coin to up it to tier 3. You could spend a second coin to up it to tier 4, and then beyond that, it's 2 coin to up it to tier 5. Tier 5 is is the default quality of things the Baron owns. So tier 5 is powerful.
Maybe not tier 5. I don't know how much monies I have though. That's the question. Is it in?
I know we all got some coin from.
So-
was it 1 each?
And then
Everyone got 1
Okay.
each, and everyone
And then
gets
the rest is in the
another
vault, right?
1 each, and the vault should have 2
Plus 1.
after you drop off book. But we'll get there.
So I'll spend my coin then to like up it.
All right. Do you want to spend both your coin to up it?
Yeah, why not?
Nice. So that makes it a tier 4 amulet of protection, which does not mean it gives you +4 to AC because this isn't D&D. And that item takes 1 load. And you can do what your normal do, saying, I got it, and whip it out in the situation.
All right. It's on my notes, aka the back of my movie list that I have for my other
Excellent.
my game design stuff.
And specifically, you noted it's tier 4.
It says tier 4 amulet of protection.
Booyah.
1 load.
All right. That finishes our downtime. Unless anyone would like to spend a coin or a rep to take another one. You think of something you really need to do. Like, oh shit, I still have a bunch of stress. I don't know. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
when you say a bunch of stress, what do you mean?
How
by a
much would
bunch of
you-
stress?
Yeah, how much would you define as a bunch? Would you say 6 is a bunch?
Oh my!
Well, Megan, your big magic gives you 6 stress.
Then I think
6
maybe
plus 6 is 12.
it is. It is. I can do that much math. How many stress? Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend a coin to try to get rid of some of that stress,
All right. So roll equal to your lowest resistance roll.
which would be I think I have
pull
2. They're
up
all
your
2.
sheet. Yeah, so 2.
So roll 2. Do I add them together? Or do I what do I
Highest
do?
one.
3.
All right. So you mark off 3 stress.
Okay,
Remove 3
Okay.
stress.
that feels a little better.
Yeah.
Does it,
Now
Meg?
if
Now
you
I,
use your
now I
ritual,
can do, now I
you'll
can
just
do big magic.
exactly.
And just, yeah, now I'll just trauma exactly when I do big magic.
No. Now you have a bunch of space to push yourself and shoot lightning and shit, and then big magic.
And then big magic.
Also, a
perfect.
fun fact about big magic is you do have to roll to invoke it, so you
Yep.
need to give you space to push yourself to invoke it.
Yep, and it does also tick off one of the pieces on my clock.
Yeah, and maybe your other clock now too. Who knows?
Nat. If
No.
I spend a coin,
You remember, your group also has 4 rep. You can spend rep for actions too.
oh, that's true. So if I spend a rep, can I go and procure a sniper rifle?
So the Hound has on its item list a
Oh.
fine long rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to borrow my rifle?
No, you can just
Maybe.
borrow Shemena's rifle, but if you want to have your own, you could definitely acquire it, and you can use that as the template for it.
No. If she meant as like a I didn't know that the Hound just had the rifle, but sure. in
The
that case.
Hound is the class.
Yeah, also the hey, I can snipe that from all the way over here class.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So you remember how the kata has the supernatural borderline physical feat thing? The Hound has that for like feats of marksmanship.
Nice.
That's the shoot someone from across the city kind of move.
Amazing.
Okay, well in that case, never mind. My
That's some
plan
dead shot
was
shit.
maybe I'll have to prowl somewhere alone and take a shot, but in that case, I think you have it covered. Don't worry about me.
All right.
Cool. In that case, nothing that comes to mind.
All right. So now, downtime has happened. Some time has passed. It's a quiet, and it's not rainy because you're underneath the city in the hangs in your hideout, but it's damp. The wind is damp. And on this nondescript, kind of dull afternoon, Dr. Baines comes walking back after being gone for like 11 days. Just no call, no show. For convenience sake, everyone is at the hideout at the time. This is the part where you're going to be like, hey, maybe we should go turn this book in for money and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimin's at the table cleaning her rifle, actually, like, just making sure keeping it up. And she looks at Baines and she's like, there you are. What happened? Where have you been?
I mean, I had to go out get some, things. I've got like a big sack like over my shoulder. It's dripping with weird stuff. I left a note. You didn't see it?
Where did you leave it?
In Jeffrey's hands. And I point over to my skeleton that stands in the corner of like my lab area, and there's definitely a piece of paper like yellowed in its hand.
God. Cadence is probably sitting like 2 feet from it.
Yeah,
and has been the entire time. Yeah, just
It's
like
been right
in
there.
this, like just has been reading this book a couple feet from the skeleton.
Yeah. I think Shimeta like leans over and looks at it and she's like, I don't ever go in that area. That's not my area.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's probably for the best. There's some, don't, if you ever do, don't like touch or drink anything.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Nobody drank anything over there while I was gone, did you? I go over and I start checking all my stuff. I'm like, somebody moved my flask. It's like an Erlenmeyer flask.
And she's like, I didn't touch anything. I don't think anyone else
Good.
has been in here.
Flip the sign over.
No, since that one time where I sniffed one of the remaining vials and I almost passed out for 2 hours, I never did anything again to your things. Don't worry.
All right, good.
Smart man.
Glad that lesson worked. Totally didn't leave that out there on purpose or anything. Did I miss anything good?
Few things, but nothing as important as perhaps what we should be doing. I believe we have the book to deliver to Hippity Hoppity. What was the name? I forgot.
Yeah. I think Keynes is still like reading it. He's just like,
Yeah.
be like,
I have a
what
question.
if we go like tomorrow?
I have a question for Megan. How
Oh,
forthright has Cadence been about what she's read about from the book?
I imagine that Cadence like hasn't really left that area
The BMZ?
probably in the BMZ hasn't really left like as far as long as Baines has been gone. It has just been like pouring over this. So like if somebody were to enter the BMZ and say, hey, what you're reading about, she might give like some very, very baseline, not super descriptive things of what it is, but she's not gonna be like, hey y'all, listen to the things I read in this weird book. It would be some kind of like, well, you probably wouldn't understand it, but it's more or less about XYZ, but just like very high level stuff, nothing like super detailed. It's not like, oh, well, it gave me a dark passenger, so that's cool, right?
Fair.
It's almost
Remember
as if I
that,
had 4 chunks of life left, and now I only have 3. Interesting.
No. When the friend's power. Oh, you know the other one. Never mind. Ignore me.
So yeah, like she's not hiding anything, but she's not like being forthright or forthcoming with what it is she has been doing. Because she's just been in the BMZ.
And no one goes over there except for Baines
Doing
and
BMZ
Cadence.
things. Doing BMZ things.
Who
So
we
pop
know-
back to modern day. As Cadence is leading book and asking if you can delay delivering the book for another day. It's been 11 already.
No, we need to go. And I think as she's saying that, she's actually putting her rifle back together in like a quick fashion, like in her usual like choo. Yeah.
Just like quickly.
Zondar does not care.
Well, I agree. I think we should go. It has been a long time, and we promised Hippity Hoppity that we would deliver the book, so we should go. And also, he said that maybe with the book we could have a different contract to do something to the Baron. Correct? We should learn what that is. Cadence?
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes. We can go.
Okay.
Fine.
As long as we are all on the same page, then be good to go.
I think Jimena looks at Alistair and is like, was that a book pun?
Huh. I hate myself. It won't happen again. Don't worry.
Just pats him on the back.
Zondar walks up
There.
and hugs Alistair.
Just
Fantastic.
sits there in silence in the hug.
Don't congratulate this.
I don't think that's what they're doing.
Zondar was
They're like
told when
this
friend
big.
is sad to hug them.
When y'all would like to re-meet with Hickman Boyd at the Red Feather, you can go to the ladder in the top left.
That's the name. How could I forget? Sorry.
You've
Yeah,
actually
sorry.
forgot? I
it's
thought you were doing a
hippity-hoppity,
bit.
No, of course I was thinking.
You piece of shit.
Listen, there's Jake, there's Hippity Hoppity. We all understand these important facts.
Yeah, Lethal Ghost Boy.
Little ghost boy.
Lethal Ghost
It's
Boy.
a ghost boy. Yes.
Nunu,
Oh, I
I'll
didn't
give
bring-
you
I
a
didn't bring the
multiverse
book.
buck. Nunu, I'll give you a multiverse buck if you can tell me Little Ghost Boy's name.
Oh shit.
I know what it is. Can I get money? Can
No.
I get multiverse bucks?
Can I get money?
I'm challenging Nunu.
Oh no. It was. Oh, I don't know. But I remember the exact moment where the reveal happened, but I don't remember.
That doesn't count.
It does.
I remember I heard it once.
I remember once I heard it said aloud.
No, I remember exactly when I heard it.
I don't remember it now, but I remember that once I knew it. So
Once I
same
knew
It was
thing.
here. It was here at this very table that I'm gonna transition to. This very table here.
No, it wasn't. It was in the hideout.
It wasn't.
It was.
It was this table, no?
No.
God, stop.
No, it was in the
See, you
hideout.
can't even remember that.
It's something.
Jeez,
It's,
Nunu.
it's something like Sammy, I think.
Sunny.
So, I knew it.
You didn't though.
I knew
'Cause
it
that
was
wasn't the
something
name
like
you
Sammy,
said.
though.
You're right. You successfully pinned a descriptor upon it.
You
Congratulations.
approximately knew the name.
You landed in the right township.
Nailed it.
Who's not?
Could
who's
not find the
here yet?
house.
Oh, I had to close because my internet was slow and making everything laggy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
everyone's there.
Otherwise, yeah.
As you all file in and sit down, Hickman has placed himself at the top of the table. And Baines is there, and so is Shemena. But I can actually make Shemena up
I
here.
already did.
Yep, she's already there.
Oh,
think-
you,
Fast for you.
Too fast, too furious.
Very fast, a little furious. Oh yeah.
Oh,
well, I can make Baines's cane appear, so
Yeah.
Nice.
Family.
That's the best part of the character
Family.
design, anyway.
Is the cane named Dom Toretto? Is that why we said family? I'm not
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
I think Cadence has like wrapped the book up in something, just so it's not as obvious, and we'll just kind of like place it on the table and slide it across to Hickman.
So, takes his hat off. This is like wrapped.
Like in like fabric or something, like
Sure.
just so it's not like here's this big cursed book.
He pulls it close and unwraps a little bit. And you see it kind of flicker. Even anything you wrap it or put it around it seems to gain that effect as well. This is the Book of Zix. He smiles a little bit. You're all the real deal, aren't you? Well, a payment. I'm sure you want your payment, right? And he fastens around and takes out a briefcase, small one, and slides it on, because Cadence getting the book, puts it on the table and slides it to Cadence.
I will take it. I want to open it up and just be like, check if it's all there. If it looks like it's all there.
You open it up, and it's not like just a bunch of money like normal, but it is one of the rules of Blades of Dark. You don't screw the players out of their money after they do a score.
It's all in certificates of treasure, isn't it?
bearer
No,
bonds.
it is actually has 5 sizable gemstones, each worth about a coin.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Been looking for the Chaos Emeralds.
And I'm well, there are 7 of those, so we need to go find the other 2.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
That's how we destroy the
That's
Baron.
the next score. We need all
That's how we do. Yes.
And then with the 5 in front of him, Hickman pulls out the remaining 2 Chaos Emeralds, and they spin around him. He turns into
Dr.
a
Agnew.
void.
I will close the briefcase and just like do business person nod, like, yes, this is agreeable. Business.
Was there something about him knowing like another way to get into the Barrens, right? Or
He
Yeah, the
informed you
kids.
that the book would find a way forward. Cadence, after reading the book for a week and a half, didn't quite find that.
Yeah, I think Gaines would be like, you had mentioned perhaps some kind of follow-up. Job
Yes.
for this?
I have more money, quite a sizable amount more. And I have a friend who is going to look at this, and you supposedly can use it to divine information. Locate when he'll be weak.
Who does this
I want
friend
to be
have a
clear.
name?
I want to pay you to kill Kovrax. Bring this whole thing tumbling down.
I like the sounds
Can you do
of
that?
Of course.
Will be easy.
Actually, this time around, you got the type of job correct. This is what we do.
Well,
I think
gonna spend
Shimon
my-
just gives a nod, like yeah.
if I was going to spend my family money, I had to make sure you could be trusted. And this will help us greatly. So, the last job, I offered you 10 coin in the end for it, and I imagine you'll want more for this.
I mean, this is quite a large job, so
Speaking of it and being overheard is tantamount to treason. Be careful. So, how does 15 sound?
Alistair restrains himself from saying yes immediately because he knows that Cadence is gonna slap him if he does. So.
whereas Cadence is like, that seems fair.
After last time, I expected a counteroffer.
Cadence would do this shit for free.
Oh, the Baron? Let's leave and give him a
Revenge!
discount. No kidding.
Zonder was going to ask for 20, but group leader says 15 is good. 15 is good.
I'm okay with
All
that.
right.
15. That's good.
I've had an associate move off to fetch half. Well, actually, a little more than half. 9. This should be accessible from your base by the time you get back.
All right. And this friend you mentioned.
The one that's
there.
putting the coins in your base, the ghost boy, Sonny.
No, the one who can divine something from this book.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he'd appreciate me spreading his name around.
Well, all right. Well, if they're as good as you say they are, then perhaps they can find something in it.
The best I've ever known. Excuse me. Please
Well,
do this.
Okay.
We live in a city filled with abominations and death. Nobody gets rest anymore. It can make a difference.
This might sound a bit weird, but whatever happens, whatever the outcome is, I would suggest perhaps you should skip town. Just for a while. For your own good.
As soon as you get your money, I imagine.
that is probably for the best. At least until we're done.
I hope all of you make it through.
We will. I've done it in the past.
You will.
Well, except for Steve. We don't talk about Steve, but that was a long time ago. It was joke. Sorry, it wasn't that clear. Oh. I'm not very good at these things.
Sorry. Just a bit of a tense situation.
Okay.
I'll contact you soon with more information from my friend.
Thank you.
Very well.
He slides the book and puts it in a large satchel. And do you depart?
I
Yes.
believe so.
As we're leaving, though, I kind of want to just like make a look around, make sure that we're not like being followed or anybody was like listening or.
Well, funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tell me more.
this is a controlled great survey roll.
Survey. I'll take survey. Survey's 2, right? Yes. Okay. And because I'm trying to be extra cautious because it's a big money in what we're doing, I'm going to push myself. Is that okay?
Yeah, totally. You can push yourself as often as
Push it.
you want.
Push it real good.
Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sam,
You're
saying, though.
all dorks.
654.
Hey.
3, 2,
Close,
1.
close to test. Yeah, just looking on the room. There's a couple familiar figures. Fernando the Fang, Hakeem the Voice. Keeping an eye out.
These fuckers.
These fucking guys.
Additionally, actually, you wouldn't know that. So that's what you got to ascertain. You managed to spy them without them noticing you spy them because you gold great.
I think because Alistair's like, the sneaky one of the group. I think Jimenez gonna like get his attention and be like, just silently be like looking, like quick nod to the head in their direction.
Alistair nods once, places down his whiskey glass on the table next to Cadence, and starts sneakily making his way to a close by table, see if he can eavesdrop on whatever they're saying.
As you start sliding over, you can tell that they were watching all of you, and as you get close, they just get up and leave some money on the table and go to leave.
Oh, if I noticed that before, I would go to the toilet first and then sneak out.
Well, as you can see, clearly looking around, there's no toilet in the Red Feather.
What is this establishment?
What is this place? How dare
Can't
it not have-
possibly be up to code.
In that case, Nat. Okay, here we go. I signal to Xander, because Xander is the muscle of the group, and just swiftly, just shoulder check one of them as he's exiting. The last one, right? Fernando. Just
All right.
shoulder check him
Do you
and
wanna
wait for Xander.
I know. No, if you're gonna do that, I
Yeah.
want to make it be Hakeem because he's more fun.
No, I don't like the sound of that.
All right. So as you're going out, I think if this is a group action, that sounds like we can have a group like prowl or wreck or skirmish.
Are you about to
Yeah.
fight these people in this bar?
No, just a little bit of an ambush, a little bit of like, excuse me, you're not going
Rough
anywhere.
Tumble, you know.
Or you can just do it yourself.
Oh no! I'm just gonna go back to the hideout because I'm a civilized human being. I'm not. Gonna
I
get
can
into
help
a
out.
bar
I'm not a
fight.
civilized human being.
Yes.
Yeah, Zonder was
I'm gonna
definitely
go-
willing to help out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go wait by the exit because I don't want any part of this. am a
Baines, are
baby.
you heading out as this is ensuing, or are you sitting around to watch the fireworks?
I feel like Baines is usually one of the last to leave places, so if they notice shit's about to go down, I think I might actually just hang out and kind of watch what happens.
Fantastic.
Pull
So,
some
Cadence, you
popcorn out
can
of your
leave.
satchel. I am going to leave. I'm like, I feel like I don't want any part of this.
If you want, you can actually hang out on the map, and so you can
Yeah.
watch what goes on. But
Yeah.
right.
But yes, I am. As soon as this starts happening, I'm like, I want no part of this. Goodbye.
I'm like
I
essentially
have a
eating
briefcase.
popcorn
I have a briefcase
now.
full of gems, and I am out of here.
Oh,
Bye.
that's valid. Yeah, you go.
Yeah, that is valid.
Yeah.
All right. So,
No, Nat.
can the three of you agree on like prowl or wreck or skirmish, and I'll roll that?
What are we
Well,
feeling? I feel this is like a classic situation of the classic, where do you think you're going? Right?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Actually, heck, it could even be like command, to be honest.
I have a one in
Command's
command,
also fun.
one in wreck, and 2
Zero.
in prowl. So
I have 3 in skirmish, 2 in prowl, and 3 in command.
Like
I only have
prowl is
anything in
definitely
wreck.
The best we could
Yeah.
choose, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't think we're going to, Ari.
I mean,
No. Prowl is grand because prowl is like he's going out in normal and you manage to get it, so like you surprise him. Like, oh shit.
That makes sense.
yeah. And the way that I even think of it, Zonder would be like grabbing him by his shirt and be like, "Oh, friend, watch out. You almost hit me." And then pulling him in close for us all.
Oh,
We can figure out exactly what it looks like
after the roll.
based on what you roll. Everyone,
Yeah.
you three roll prowl.
Okay, let's
I mean,
go.
Baines is watching, so Baines doesn't roll. Cadence left, so Cadence doesn't roll.
all right. So
And Alistair, you're leading, or do you want to give that stress to someone else?
I can lead. It's fine.
Okay.
so
So
prowl,
everyone,
right?
give me your.
I
result.
rolled a 4.
5 for Alistair. And
Come on, Ximena.
4.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, so you don't take any stress, and it's a mixed success. So you bump into him,
Like
and
into Xander, right? So the quick bump
Grab a
into
hold of
Xander, yeah.
Yeah.
You're all like,
However,
do you like bump into him and he backs up and he bumps into Xander? Like,
Yeah.
is he just getting flanked?
however, as this is happening, one of the nameless just kind of like takes a little notice, and like gets a little bit closer to you. You've grabbed their attention a little bit. This is just rough enough, and he makes like this like a bit of like a surprised yelp, like oh, when it happens, and they're starts moving to. It hasn't spoken yet. Hasn't decided you're guilty yet.
Wait, would you
But
say this is the
it's-
consequence, Nat?
Oh, this is the contest. You can resist this. Yeah.
I will use my special feature and use my special armor to resist the consequence from detection or security measures.
So describe to me how you make the nameless disinterested.
I think that... Yeah, as this is happening...
And it can be like magic shit. It can be whatever the fuck. You know, you can go big and wild on it.
Yeah. I think my shadow just stretches out into the door, and it mimics like someone hastily running outside, almost as if someone's trying to do something sneakily past the nameless, and distract them that way.
And the nameless turns as thief and starts to leave.
Nice.
Your shadow's in danger. It spoke about it.
Goodbye, shadow.
There's still one nameless near the entrance, but it doesn't seem to have its interest peaked.
Okay.
So you get on real close around the key, and he's like, oh, shit. And looking at the three, like, oh, we got a problem? Crew? Friends?
Yeah, totally
Friends.
fine. I say from like my seat 10 feet away.
Yes!
Just watching.
I'm
I'm like leaning back. I've got a drink in my hand.
So you've like kind of done the like, you know, classic like mob movie kind of thing where you've hemmed him in. Where are you taking him? Is he going for a walk outside? Are you going back to the table to sit down?
If everyone agrees, I think we just like take him by the shoulder and sit him in front of Baines. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Feel powerful.
We'll go back at their place.
yeah, let's go.
Back at the couch.
Just like
I'd
pretend.
just be like, oh, while we move back there, I would just like to pull out my my ghost knife.
Does this bench not want to go backwards?
Little ghost knife. Oh my god.
Little ghost knife.
Let me. Help
And
with
just
that.
like make sure that he sees it and be like, I suggest you not do anything foolish. Sanguir here has not had any food lately.
That's not creepy. Nope. And
Did
he's
I
like,
name my
"Oh,
ghost
that's-"
knife? Yes, I did.
Yeah. He goes, that's really fascinating information. Looks at each of you. Hey, what's this about? Come on now.
What's this about? We should be asking you the same question.
Actually, we are.
Look. I was just enjoying myself with the red feather. What's the problem?
And I think Shamina's gonna like lean on the table and lean up. She's like, let me get this closer for effect. 1 second. You're fucking with me, right?
Okay. Let's say I wasn't here for personal enjoyment. What exactly would I be here for?
And she's just gonna stare at him until someone else speaks.
It is. I mean, it's just like see a look of confusion in Alistair's face. We saw you. This is obvious. You were looking at us. I walked up and you decided to leave. I saw you before. I know who you work with, and I know you're trying to fuck with us. So, please stop.
Whoa. I don't want to fuck with you. That's quite an accusation. Hypothetically, if I was put here to pay attention to my surroundings, then maybe that had a little something to do with looks over across the bar to where Hickman is packing up.
Hey,
Ah, so it looks like you got some friends with you, huh?
He's no friend of mine. Look,
All right. What?
look, I got on. I shouldn't say this, but how about a little exchange? You don't make my bones on the outside of me, and I tell you what I know about that man.
Well, that sounds pretty reasonable.
Okay.
Promise.
No bones.
All right.
I mean, if we like what what we hear from you, at least. Just keep in mind we're real good at getting the bones on the outside.
Well,
I may have picked a slightly too specific metaphor, Dr. Baines.
I just smile at him. Take a sip.
I know that Hickman Boyd isn't as he presents himself. Presents himself like he's bumbling, doesn't know anything about the circumstances, but he always knows exactly who to reach out to. Exactly who's in the know. Like a spider. Just uses the facade to get people to do what he wants without suspicion. He's been targeting our leader on someone who's not a big fan of yours. You know, when we go out to make a difference, no one ends up dead at the end of it. Just saying, maybe a tip.
no one asked.
yeah.
Fine. Just saying, if you're working with him, his coin's good, but treat him with a grain of salt.
I don't know. I'm not very good with words, but I do not think that we would be alive this long if we didn't treat everyone with grain of salt. Or grain of pepper. Whatever spice you want.
I like turmeric, but that's just a personal choice.
Oh, I like that as well. Very good.
Yeah, it's good.
Don't distract me.
Lovely color. Lovely
Don't-
color. He's smiling. He's enjoying it. Look, not call him the voice for nothing.
Okay.
Although I will say that while I was sitting around paying attention to his movements, that's quite the endeavor you hypothetically undertaking.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
You know, aiming high.
Isn't that what you want as well?
I didn't say I was stopping it. Look, wherever you walk, people tend to fall down dead. That's a place I don't mind you walking.
It makes sense.
Don't stand in our way.
Leave Hiki alone until we finish the job at least. Okay?
I had a question for you. Why'd you go after the book? Why does he want it?
Blankness in Alistair's face. He has no fucking clue.
Look, every time we move after it, some group's always a step ahead of us. This time it was you.
We brought
Three
you here
times
to
now
answer.
Three times now it traces back to him. What did he tell you it was for?
You're at the stable to answer our questions, not to ask them.
Fine. But we had begun helping each other. I figured we might be able to continue the relationship.
Helping each other? I don't think so.
No, if that's how you see it, that's fine. But maybe that's the question you should be asking. Why do you want it? Because I don't think it's what he told you.
Frankly, I don't really care.
Always back to this, isn't it? Sometimes there's things you gotta care about, but so much safer not to. That's always your motive, isn't it? Just doesn't affect me. Move on. You done intimidating me? He waves at the bartender. I can use a drink.
I mean, I think I'm done with him. Anybody else have any questions?
No, just one question for you, Doctor. Are you satisfied with the exchange, or we do the bones thing?
Nah, I guess I'm all right for now.
Okay, no bones today.
We don't have to remove the bones. We can just cut him in a few places.
He looks at Shimena and Zonder and just kind of puts his chin out a little bit. And,
I mean, he does got a good square jawline.
look,
He does.
I'm willing to bleed for my principles.
But is he worth our time? That's the question. And I don't think he is.
Sanguir, it appears you are not going to drink today.
Is it Sengir?
Sanguir.
Sengir. Okay, that's a little better.
It's not the Sengir vampire, don't worry. Matt.
I was gonna say it's not Baron Sengir. Dear Lord.
Okay. I know how to read the social cues already. Then I think can go. Tell the person you work for that leave us alone, huh? We do this. If we succeed, good for everyone.
I'll tell Alika what you said. She'll make her own choices.
Ah. Okay.
I'm not in charge. I had to say a lot of pretty words.
That I noticed. Okay. I'm leaving. So
But-
stands up.
But if we do see you again following us, or any of your people following us, it won't be this pleasant.
Bones on the
Oh.
outside, remember?
It'd be really hard to be this pleasant. This has been absolutely peachy. Just breath of fresh air.
My whiskey's real good. Caught me on a good mood. Good mood.
You see the bartender waiting to deliver the drink into your rollout because the bartender knows what's happening. This happens twice a week.
Only twice. Wow, that's pretty good.
Okay. What she said. Don't let us see you again after us.
Yeah. You're all really scary and terrifying. Now go kill some people who don't deserve it.
No, I just really don't want to see your face again. It's fine. Goodbye.
Zonder looks like he wants to punch him. At least
He
based on what
really
Robert
does.
Yeah.
He really does. Though
did. He
not
does the
going
whole
to.
thing again. He just like puts his chin out a little bit.
Sandra's just gonna look at him before leaving and go, apologies, my friend. Just wondering, for no reason at all, which one is your favorite finger?
You know. You're used to people playing along your game, aren't you?
No, I am asking question. Am I not allowed to ask question?
You've asked enough questions.
All right, I take it as all of them are your favorite. I hope I don't have to see you again. Goodbye.
He nods. Zonder, Shemena. Zonder leaves, and Shemena and Baines, imagine, taking their time getting out.
Yeah, I'm on my way out.
And say, Shemena, like, you want something?
I think she's just gonna do like one of those, like, see you later.
It's fun. Do it again sometime.
Just gives a good old finger gun, but the
Yeah.
slow, deliberate one.
Nice.
Yeah. You all head back to the hideout.
As we're walking back, Zonder's just gonna say to Riss, "If I see him again, I am taking all of his fingers. I am just saying."
Oh, if I see him again across this city, I'm gonna take him out.
I thought he was nice. No?
I think that's where Jemina just like puts an arm around Alistair and just like pats him on the chest. Like, bud.
I think at that wholesome moment is where we would check in on. It would end the session, but we are going to check in on Cadence. Snoodle away in the BMZ.
No, but see, the thing is, I left to avoid further conflict. So...
Proud of you. Have you played one of my games before, Megan?
No, I don't think she's been here before.
No,
This isn't any mechanical drawback, but I think we see Cadence in the BMZ, snoodled away, in a moment of repose.
Sinus flipped to Big Magic Zone.
Oh, yes. And she's almost... looks almost as if she's of a trance for the moment. Not quite aware, and as the group comes back in, making quite a ruckus, she startles awake out of it. That's new.
What's new?
That's going to end our session.
What?
I mean, just as per usual, Nat is a monster. I'm just saying.
Why do vibes just turn on automatically here?
I changed the time of day. It was me.
Oh, okay.
Because you were describing something spooky.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
All right. The time of day didn't change in my interface, so I was confused. All right, so that was session 2. Session 3, we are going to have a score, an entire score. There's a non-zero chance we have to rush through some things to do that. That will happen. Or we'll go a little long or something. But we're going to attempt to kill someone.
4 in the morning.
We're going to do it.
No, please. I beg you. No.
I always feel a little bad when we push time when I'm running because I am the West Coast human of the crew.
Right.
So it's like we go an extra half hour at 7 p.m. It's honestly feels like cheating.
Yep.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be a good week.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
excited.
Great.
Seriously,
Why
I
don't
want his
we-
fingers, though. I'm just saying.
So good.
Why don't we?
I mean, he can
Go
take his
around.
fingers whenever, he's sniped from like a mile away, so.
Yeah.
Can't we like double it up? Like I sneak up there and like start cutting off a finger. When he reacts, then you pop him.
Pop him.
We'll
Wow.
figure this out later.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Just don't let him
So-
die with all of his fingers.
I have been the GM for this fun little escapade today. I had a good time. If you liked this, come back next week when we try to kill someone very powerful and important. Same time.
I'm sure it'll work.
You can also follow me. Definitely work, 100%. This isn't ill-advised, ill-prepared, or anything like that. If you liked it and liked what I did here, you can also follow me on Twitter at KreimNat. KREIMNAT. Besides that, why don't we chuck it? Oh, the overlay changed. I'm going to chuck it to my right. I think it's right. Let's try right to Robert.
Oh, hello. I am Robert. You can find me. I played Zonder, your cutter. You can find me today. Today. Oh my God. Let's just start over. Hi, I'm Robert.
Me
I
too.
played Zonder, your cutter, who really wants to kill that guy. You can find me on the internet, everywhere where the internet is interneted, at Voices of Robert. You can also find me here every Monday, except for when we're on a break doing stuff at 6:30, which is awesome. Honestly, that's it. I'm going to just give it to Megan, who's below me and is an awesome person.
Yes, hello. You caught me. Hi, I'm Megan. I have been Cadence Your Whisper. You can find me the places that you can find people on the internet at Megan Lynn FTW. You can find me here, obviously, with these wonderful people every Monday. You can find me coming up. I'm not sure. The dates got pushed a little bit, but I think maybe next Sunday. I'm going to be in a Fading Suns campaign or mini campaign on WebDM. So follow me on Twitter and I'll talk about when that is when we have the dates because everything got pushed back a little bit, but I'm very excited about that. It's a very fun game. I also design games. You can find any of my games at meganlynnftw.itch.io. I may or may not be publishing a new one this week. I will be. There is no may not. There will be a new game coming out this week. So keep an eye out for that and then play it if you want. You can also hear me along with the wonderful Sam and Izza, who is normally here with us for Quest, but is not here now, on the Protean City Comics podcast, on their comics line, The Incidentals. There should be a new Incidentals episode coming out on Wednesday. So keep an ear out for that. And also just listen to Protean City Comics in general, because it's very good. And speaking of podcasts, we have been... And by we, I mean Sam has been laboring away, turning our Quest campaign, Quest the Soaring City, into a podcast. We have the season 1 is completely up.
Sure is.
So season 1, you can find that on any of your favorite podcatchers. We're on to season 2 now. So if you wanted to get caught up before our final season of Quest of Soaring City begins in a couple along with weeks, the wonderful Sam, and take a look at that. Or not get caught up. You can get through the first season. We do have some recaps of seasons 2 and 3. That's it for me. I'm gonna pass it on over to Nuno.
And I'll take it from you with pleasure. I am Nuno, and I played Alistair, your socially inept lurk for today, and had a lot of fun with him. And you can find me online wherever you find people online at jnunotex, mainly Twitter. And apart from being here every Monday, playing this short campaign that finishes next week already, but then we have our season 5 of Quest, the Soaring City, starting up I think 2 weeks after we wrap this one.
Yeah.
But just keep an eye out on Twitter and everything, because we always announce when we start new things. So season 5 will be the final one. So hey, sad but happy at the same time. And then we'll move on to different things. So excited to share those experiences with you as well. As for myself, apart from this project here on Mondays, you can find me every Wednesday on twitch.tv/playmultiverse, playing once more with this amazing platform on their official campaign where I play Leon, the half-orc bards. And we are halfway through a very dangerous trial, and it's exciting. And let's see how it concludes this week.
Nuno, can you do me a favor and just do whatever Leon's voice is for a second? Because I have just Leon from Star Fox in my head every time you mention him, and I need to get it out.
Well, Leon speaks like this. It's a very like a Spanish accent, very lively, slightly high-pitched, more than me, and that's it. Now it's different.
I like it. All right. It's not I'm the great Leon, which is a vast improvement.
Oh my god.
I just constantly heard Leon S. Kennedy in my head.
Or more like, I am the great Leon. It would be something like this. But hey, enough about me. Why don't we move it to our lovely guest for this short season, Mo?
Oh, hey, I'm Mo. I play Ximena, the Hound. You can find me on all the socials at Serena Bezos. That's SIRENABESOS. Tomorrow, I'll be on TTRPG playing Pasen de las Pasiones Rosas y Postolas, which is all Latin cast, raising money for races. Wednesday, you can find me in RPG Hour playing Roots Unknown, which is a Monster of the Week campaign set in Hexwood, Texas. Yeehaw. And then on Friday, you can find me on Hunter's Entertainment helping design Kids in Capes, a kids on system, but for superheroes that we've all been starting to design. So I'm with Doug Lewandowski, John Gilmore, and other amazing designers that I cherish. And on Sunday, you can find me on Utopia with Kahania, which is another Monster of the Week game. I'm busy. Just follow me on Twitter. It's easier that way. Sam, take it.
Hey everyone, I am Sam. I played Dr. Baines the Leech today. You can find me on Twitter at @thesamwisest. I am the Samwise Game G here on Twitch. I am the accessibility director here at Chromatic Chimera, where you can also find me on Wednesdays playing in Woven Realm, our 13th Age series. And I like to play characters who have the same disabilities as me. So if you're into that, check it out. My character on Wednesday is an ambulatory wheelchair user, which is super fun for me to play. And of course, Baines rocks their sweet cane that Nunu made just for me in Multiverse. So thank you, Nunu. Otherwise, I just had a guest appearance on the Clearfield podcast, which is a mystery audio drama. So you can check them out on Twitter or on various podcasting platforms. And if you would like to support us here at No Initiative a little bit more, we do have a Patreon. You can support us for just like $1 a month. Helps, with some of our recurring costs, like, Zoom and extra memory for those podcasts that I take my sweet time editing. So, every little bit helps a lot and is much appreciated. And with that, I can pass it back over to Nat. Did you do your outro already?
I did, but I
Okay.
can just mention that I really enjoyed this today. This was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the
Nice.
system, y'all.
Yeah.
It's very
It's a little bit different playing a game with rules.
Right?
What are these things?
Mechanics.
What is the setup and like?
What are mechanics?
But actually, unlike a lot of games which have lots of rules for procedural things of doing things, but very few rules for what happens next. Blades in the Dark has procedure rules as well, but it also has quite a few rules about what happens narratively next. What are the beats we're hitting in this next moment, which is interesting. I like it.
I feel there
I
are
like it a
like
lot.
rules for boundless creation, which in other systems there's like more rules for things you're doing. End of story. I feel
Yeah.
like we have the same flexibility here because it just makes
like
shit
that.
up, but under
Yeah.
these sets of circumstances.
Yeah. But
It's
if you
been
want
a
to see
lot
how
of fun.
this parable concludes, come back next week. And
Yes.
we rating someone?
Yeah. Why don't we raid our friends at Pelgrane Press? They are actually playing some 13th Age right now. And we here at Chromatic Chimera are actually official independent broadcasters for Pelgrane Press for 13th Age. So if
Ooh,
you
yeah.
want to get a look at the system we'll be playing in Wednesday's games, we can give them some love. But otherwise, thank you all so much to everybody for coming to hang out.
For sure. Be safe.
All right.
See you
Yeah,
next
we'll
week.
see you on Monday.
Oh, are we dabbing now? Is that what everybody's doing? Is
gosh.
No.
I'm
No.
We're out. See you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.